The woman with the world's smallest vagina.
World's smallest vagina. That's what I've got. If anyone says I have a baggy fanny, I'm going to walk out right now.
Come see the lady with the world's smallest vagina. Fancy a free case of beer for Father's Day? Our friends at Beer 52 are offering you a free case of 8 incredible beers you won't find anywhere else. Simply go to beer52.com/deadmen and cover just £5.95 postage to get 8 unique beers delivered right to your door. Beer 52 are the UK's #1 beer club, showcasing the very best independent breweries across the UK and beyond. Their Beers of the World case features 8 unique beers from 8 different countries, including South Korea, South Africa and Sweden. If you don't like dark beer, just choose the light case, and don't forget you get a couple of tasty snacks in there as well. You can also learn about all the fantastic breweries featured in this case with the award-winning Ferment magazine. Even if, after all that, you're still unsatisfied, you can simply pause or cancel at any time. So that's beer52.com/deadmen to claim your free case now. That's beer52.com/deadmen.
This episode is brought to you by our friends at Freddy Quinne. I'm rocking one of the new hoodies right now. You're looking lovely in your new T-shirt, Freddie.
I look like I have got a passion for fashion.
Yeah, it's slightly worrying you having a Polaroid camera on you. It looks like you're going to use it for no good.
They've got loads of new stuff on the
Dead
website,
nice.
haven't they?
Mate, I am so comfortable right now. Like, everything's like dead good quality, heavyweight. And look, the reason we love Freddy so much, they are bang on board with us. Like, the guy who runs it is a fan. Like, he totally gets us. And like, to the extent that we can reveal, they are going to be the headline sponsors of Dead Meat. They have gone all out. They've got bang behind us. We want to support them right back. We love their stuff. It's dead good.
So check out their new collection over on their website,
Yeah.
freddyme.co.uk.
There's a lightweight, water-resistant jacket. Looks mint as well. Get on that.
And if you fancy it, if there's some stuff on there that you like and you want to get some quality merch, some quality clobber, I should say.
You can't look worse than you do now. If you buy some Freddy, you are definitely upgrading your look.
If you head over to their website and use the code DMT25, you get an exclusive discount on top of that.
Yeah, follow them on Instagram at freddyme.uk. Go over to freddyme.co.uk and check out what they're going on there. Support them right back. We love them. Big fans.
Warning. The following podcast contains extreme language and themes and is not suitable for all audiences.
Hello and welcome to Dead Men Talking with me, Rob Mulholland, him a big fat cunt. We've got Little Not Gay Tom, and we've got a very special guest with us today. It's Kat Baker.
Hello.
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 What a lovely game show welcome. It's like, we've got Kat here, contestant number 1.
I am honoured to be on the #1 Christian podcast in the UK.
Thank you.
And I am looking forward to the next hour of hymns and prayer.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, good to have you here, yes,
Yeah.
In this holy space.
Hail
where we come
Jesus.
together. Hail Jesus.
Jesus.
That's what they say.
That is what they say.
They always say that. At the end of the prayers, they go, Hail Jesus.
Yeah.
Hail
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think what we do to celebrate Jesus is we carve a crucifix into a goat. Is that what we do? Is
Yeah.
that's
No,
what
no,
Jesus
it's
likes,
it's a gay man's back.
Oh, right,
That's,
brilliant.
that's what we do. We
Okay.
pin him down,
Yeah.
and chisel him.
Shove a crucifix
Right.
up his ass.
Yeah.
No, we love that.
Yeah, exactly. We're a friendly podcast.
Oh yes, we are friendly podcast. I've been admiring your tattoos,
Oh,
Kat,
right, yeah.
and let me tell you that they vary in quality.
Well, some of them...
That's all good tattoos
Right,
should.
let me tell you something, though. Some of them, I recently have started getting lasered off. So that's why some might look a bit
I
fuzzy.
see, because I saw that one on your leg, and it's sort of like
That one.
yeah, it's sort of like a
Yeah.
naked lady with wings. Looks really nice, done really well, and I was like, that's a really nice tattoo. And then I saw the fucking Easter bunny on your forearm, and I was like, the living fuck is that? That's
Well, so I used to have pet rabbits.
okay.
And so,
okay.
and so I was like, I always felt like rabbits one day would take over the world, maybe. So I have a rabbit holding a human skull.
Oh, it's holding a
Right.
human skull.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
shit! I thought it was just holding like an egg. I didn't realise that it was.
You've really gone
And he said, yeah, literally. No, yeah.
through his fat eyes. He's like, is that an Easter bunny with a chocolate egg? Just immediately made it into chocolate.
Do you know what? I've changed
Is
my
that
mind.
a
I
lint
like 'em.
bunny?
Yeah.
So you
Glad
thought,
you approve of
you
my
thought-
tattoos.
Yeah,
You're
good.
welcome.
Phew for you.
I was
know.
really worried when I came in today. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, I hope he likes my tattoos.
I hope Freddie approves.
Gosh,
oh,
yes.
God, that's what
How?
everyone's looking for.
How?
I hope this guy who looks like a fat Ukrainian gangster.
How? Yes. What are we talking about? How dare I objectify the OnlyFans model? How dare I? But I like. What's that one on your arm there? That's
Well, so that's one of the ones I've been getting lasered off.
Okay,
Because
so
I've
what-
got an arse on my arm.
you've got an arse on your arm.
Well, so it's like naked woman with, she's like got a skull, but she's holding her real head down here.
Oh, I see.
It was meant to be poetic.
Was it really?
But then I was like, do I want this on my arm when I'm 40? Probably not.
How
Right,
was
maybe
it?
should have thought about that before you got it put on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my message to the world. Think before you get a tattoo.
Yeah,
What was
as a man
the-
with a rubber chicken on his arm, I also concur that I definitely should have got it on the back of my arm in hindsight.
What's the meaning of it poetically? What's
Oh, I don't know. It was an illustration online, and you can buy it off the artist, like buy permission to get it tattooed on you. And I saw it, and I was like, on Instagram, and I was like, that's cool.
Oh, really?
That's gonna be on me forever.
Yeah.
Could you not just get it tattooed without paying him?
You can't be scummy. It's like,
You're such a little Tory, you.
Yeah.
You're
What
such
do you mean I'm
Tory? That's
Oh,
just
couldn't you,
stealing.
couldn't you just steal off an artist?
There's a lot of tattoo etiquette.
Yeah,
And,
and especially if you're trying to get people to pay for pornography. I think you probably want to set a standard that
Yeah.
you pay
Yeah.
for things online.
Mate,
Yeah.
if we had a thing where Patreons were leaking Patreon episodes to non-Patreons, you'd fume.
Oh yeah, I'd be angry about that because that's about me. But when it's about somebody else, I don't care.
You know what? Now you've said it that way, I totally agree with you.
I don't care about that, to be fair. Steal the episodes, couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah. I mean, have you two got your tattoos copyrighted? You've got
Copyrighted?
you've got a man's face on your leg.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Taboo.
Yeah, I got my favourite comedian on my leg.
It's me.
It's fucking not. It's a guy called Patrice O'Neill.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noted misogynist Patrice O'Neill is that who that
Right,
is,
okay.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
also very funny.
He
like,
was
let's-
very funny about the way he hated women.
Let's
Yeah.
not. Why are you doing this?
What do you mean? I think that's one of the most notable things about Patrice O'Neill.
He said some things, but they were all very funny, and he's a comedian.
He, in a very funny way, said he hated women. Yeah, repeatedly.
Oh, he doesn't hate women.
I disagree.
Yeah, well, let's ask him.
Okay, get the Ouija board.
Yeah, he's dead. So
He's dead. Yeah, he did die. Died of misogyny.
you can't die of that.
Freddy's
Otherwise,
got 6 months to live.
how long you been on the old OnlyFans for now, Kat?
Well, I think OnlyFans, it's been like, I don't know, since 2021. But before that, I had been doing sex work before, just sort of selling my underwear for like 20 quid here and there.
I would 100% do that if I was
Yeah.
if I
Buy
was a
them for 20
woman.
quid.
If,
Yeah.
if I was a woman aged between like 12 and 30, I
Uh-huh.
would 100% be doing that.
Yeah, you'd be in a very niche market, though, innit, for the extra large bloomers.
I
No,
mean,
there's a market out there, I'm sure.
yeah, but I remember one time I got a bit desperate for money, and I just posted like a photo of my feet on Gumtree. And I was
Gumtree? That's not
and
what
I
you
was
put
like,
there.
and I was like,
And did you post the picture for free, though?
well, yeah, because
So
I was
they've already
like,
got the picture.
no, but so I was like, maybe some people will message me and buy my socks and things. But I just had a bunch of blokes being like, "Can I sniff your feet for free in person?" And I was like, oh,
Yeah,
no.
you'll get that on Gumtree.
I need at least £10
I
to
lo-
do that. Yeah.
Put
Can
it
I
on
ask-
Facebook Marketplace. Like, are they still available?
Can I ask with the whole like selling the underwear thing?
Mm.
So that is a thing. Just looking at it from a purely business perspective,
Mm-hmm.
that is a thing where every time you buy the underwear for as cheap as possible, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And then so it's like Primark, £3 a time or
Yeah.
whatever. And then you wear it, and then do you actually wear it for a day, or do you just rub it on your minge, or do you even rub it on your minge? Do you just like rub it on the cart or rub it on the carpet or something?
Questions about knickers.
I run a very ethical business.
All right, that's
So I wear them
Good
for
to
the
know.
full amount required.
All the
Yeah.
African children that I pay to wear my
Yeah.
knickers are paid fair trade.
It's good to know you don't cut corners.
Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, there's actually not that much money in knicker selling because it's quite niche.
How much do you sell them for? Like £20 a time.
Well, now it's like 50 quid a time.
50?
But like back then it's 20 quid a time, but you get like one order a week.
Yeah, you're not
So it's
moving
like-
volume of
yeah.
those. I imagine it's quite a competitive market as well.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely there's been loads of times in my life where if anyone wanted to buy my pants, they could have fucking had them. It's just there was not a market there for them.
Yeah.
I wasn't even getting the one order a week. You know, like
Yeah.
it clearly wasn't going to happen. I kept my feet to myself. No one wanted to see my giant flippers.
When you said there's been a few times that
Yeah.
you would have done it, has there ever been a time when you wouldn't do it?
Yeah, that is fair. I mean, I'd like to think so. I think
If I gave you 50 quid right now, you'd take your boxes off.
not
and
for
give
you.
them-
There's going to be a little surcharge for you because I've got to come into work with you next week. It's like if it's an anonymous person on the internet, that's very different to you going, get them off.
Have you seen each other's penises?
No, we haven't actually. One of my friends has described Freddie's penis to me, but I think at some point it'll happen. You know, like
Yeah, because I always wonder that men, do they all show each other their knobs?
I've seen
Not usually in work.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen
right,
several
yeah.
of my friends' penises.
Okay.
You have different sort of friend relationships. You know, like there's some friends who I'm very close with. I've been for a long time. You know, could draw you an accurate picture of them.
But
Okay.
Yeah,
also as well, like
Freddie disgusts me though.
if you're friends with somebody
Yeah.
and then you see their dick and it's enormous,
Oh.
changes the dynamic.
Yeah.
Freddie hasn't seen his own penis in years. So.
I'll show him man to remind him what one looks like. That hasn't been in him.
I've seen one of your bollocks.
Yeah, you have seen one of my bollocks. Like, I find it very funny to pop a bollock out. So, like, you know, most people I know have seen a bollock at some point.
Highbrow humour.
Oh,
yeah,
you
yeah,
bet.
yeah.
Oh, if you like some intelligent comedy, I'm your guy.
Physical comedy.
Oh!
Have you seen your female friends' fannies?
No.
No.
Seen their tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really their fannies.
But I mean, tits. Not an awful lot can go wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas, like, because the thing is you know how big your mate's tits are just anyway. So to see
You
them
don't know if
naked,
they've got weird
Yeah.
nips, though.
yeah, that is true.
It could be very veiny.
Yeah, but even so,
It's a lot more of a supportive environment, a group of women, though. No one's going to be like,
Well-
oh, look at your weird tits. You know, like.
My friend got I have seen one of my friend's vaginas recently because she got her flap snipped.
Whoa.
Woo.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
she showed me a picture of the before and after.
Yeah. Was it worth the procedure?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't bother getting it done.
Yeah,
but
I think just have some flaps.
Yeah, have
What's
some
wrong with a bit of flap?
Yes.
Who's like getting rid of all the flap?
well, what I will say though is, I think that it's a procedure that very few people should get, but there are some that should get.
Yeah.
Because there are some where you're like, that looks like a spaniel's ears.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous.
I've seen a couple that look like the doorway to me nana's kitchen. You know, it's like a.
yeah, but I don't know.
I didn't complain.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like,
I don't
Oh no man is looking at a vagina going, oh no, thank you.
I wear it like a flight helmet. I'll tie it around the bottom of my chin. Let's go.
If you're in the position where you can see a vagina,
Yeah, I'm
you're
already
having-
delighted.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
going to
yeah.
nitpick. at
You've
that
already
point.
won.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, life's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also as well, like, going back to tits, like,
yeah.
some men prefer, like, I prefer small boobs. I think they look nicer.
Right.
But there's no woman who's like, I just prefer a tiny dick.
Yeah.
Like-
I think there must be. The woman with the world's smallest vagina.
That's what they
A
call me.
baby.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. The world's smallest vagina. That's what I've got.
It's like a thimble.
Yeah, and I won't hear anything otherwise. If anyone says I have a baggy fanny, I'm going to walk out right now.
The
Just so you know.
smallest vagina. Come see the lady with the world's smallest vagina.
Have you spoken to Guinness about getting measured?
Oh yeah, I should. Yeah, I should do. Yeah, how would you measure the? Well,
They're
I
not
guess the
gonna measure it in
diameter,
pints.
like the sort of.
I think they fill you up like an egg cup.
Yeah, they.
It's the amount of volume of water it could contain.
Yeah,
Right.
Cubic millimeters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
And that's all the questions that we have time for today. So how long have you been on the OF for?
Yeah, about like 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
2 years. And are you just doing generalized content, or do you niche down?
Oh, pretty generalised. I think OF's kind of quite vanilla. Like, it's not like I don't have like I don't know. Like I know some girls do like farting is their big thing or something. You know, I wouldn't say. I would say mine's pretty. I guess I'm a bit weird. My social media, I guess, is more like comedy, and then people expect there to be comedy on my OF page, but it's not really. I'm just sort of got bent over, you know, like
it's an interesting mix, comedy and shagging. They don't, they're not normally easy bedfellows.
But if anyone laughs while watching my videos, then
do you consider that a win?
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, you want to laugh them into the OnlyFans, sort of, essentially.
Not have them laughing out.
How many have you got now? How many subscribers are you up to, or what percent are you up into?
Oh, it varies month to month. At the moment, I'm like 1% or something.
Nice.
Highest bin is maybe like
Fucking
0
OnlyFans
point something.
Illuminati.
Yeah. It is because we have loads of OnlyFans people on here and like chat to them and that. It's such a competitive market. Like you've got to do anything. You've got to do whatever you can do to try. Because at the end of the day, the fact that anyone would pay for OnlyFans is inherently ridiculous. But no, but it is.
Because you're basically got to be like a social media influencer.
Yeah.
And you're building up a parasocial relationship with people.
And your product is something that's infinitely free on the internet. Like, so you've got to personalize it and make it about you. Otherwise, it's just fucking nothing.
Yeah. Well, there's different. I think there's different approaches that could work on OnlyFans in it, because there's some people you do stuff with like being funny and getting people interested in you as a person. You sort of get that over. Then there's some people there's different angles at it, innit? Some of them will just be like, I'm the duttiest. Let's go.
I'm like supremely bad at porn. Like I'm not like I can't deep throat, can't do anal. Generally, probably quite bad shag in general. But
smallest vagina in the world.
Smallest vagina in the world.
So you make very attainable pornography, essentially.
Yeah,
It's like if you want it to look like real sex,
Yeah.
where it's very bad, very awkward, people are sort of bumping it and go, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I want people to be reminded of
Bad one night stands.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Some of your videos are like, oh, I've got a headache, not tonight.
God, that has got to be a kink.
That has.
Yeah. Just refusing to do porn.
Yeah.
Not doing it for
God,
you.
That'd be absolutely the best fetish to have. Is if you had just the uninterested wife fetish. If your whole thing was just a woman going, oh no, not tonight, and you just went and furtively wanked in the toilet, you'd be the most happy man on earth. That's such an achievable fetish. You can have a happy life every night of your life.
But your wife would be quite unhappy, unsatisfied.
No, I think she'd be very happy. Left her alone.
Because the one time that you do fuck, you're not enjoying it really.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, this is just for her.
Yeah, you're in the toilet. It's like, I wish I could be doing the thing that I want.
You got to pay her back for all the other nights, where she does that for you. And you just got to have more kids so she's more tired, so you get it more often, innit?
Or maybe the wife's just got to be like, I don't know if I fancy it tonight. You've got to go down on me and see if I'm in the mood, and then that way she gets something out of it. And he's like, oh, look what I'm trying.
Go down on me and see if I'm in the mood.
I'm trying to make it work for both of them.
Can you imagine about?
Is that how it normally works with you?
Like halfway, how depressing that would be if halfway through you just got a little tap like, nah, turns out I'm not. It's like, right,
Like,
so,
no, enough of that.
yeah.
I don't-
give it a go. That was awful.
Breaking Bad?
I don't feel like I'm great at eating pussy, which is weird because I am great at eating.
Really
but
good at eating. That's the problem,
Right.
though.
I don't have a massive tongue, so when I do it, it's like, when a hamster drinks.
Now.
Do you, when you're younger,
Yeah.
right? So girls, we practice like snogging, right? Do you practice eating pussy on something? Or?
Yes.
Really?
Well, I watched.
Okay, so I've never done this. So
No.
you're on your own. I want you to know.
This is why you shit.
I
Practice
immediately
makes perfect.
I immediately realised that I'd be way out on my own on this. But there was like, you know how on like Channel 5 they used to play those. There was to be those programs at like 11 o'clock that were like, oh, it's a documentary about sex, and it would be like just showing some tits and that, so you could have wank. It was like soft porn, but like they dress it up as like, oh, we're going to Belgium to speak to someone about clitoris, like stuff like that.
It was like there was like Eurotrash, and then there was another another thing.
Like Sexetera, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
On one of those, they had like one of the sexperts say that what you should do, you should eat a yogurt without a spoon.
I saw that. I watched that as well.
So I would
Right.
I would get a yogurt and I would just lick it out in order to like improve my pussy game.
Did it come?
Oh, God, yeah, squirted. when I took the lid off.
You said at the start that you thought you might be on your own with this.
Yeah.
I've seen that, and I did the exact
Yes!
same thing.
I think a whole generation of men out there, and I think, the women of Britain have that programme to thank for slightly improved
Wow.
pussy technique.
Did you do it with the crunch corner so the knobbly bit's like anal?
Yeah, I've just got my finger in the chocolate balls.
And what about fucking things? Can you practice that?
No, I don't think I really. No.
It's not really practicing. It's just I'm gonna fuck this thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not really that level of thought.
Well,
when
have
that's
you have you
involved.
put your penis in an inanimate object before?
Freddie's mum?
So I have used a
Sorry, I
flash.
thought you said a fat object.
I have used. You did not think he said a fat object.
I thought he said. Sorry, no, I thought he said a
words-
fat slob. I thought he said a
The
fat
words
slob.
inanimate and fat don't sound anything like each other.
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I'm getting at. You're a liar. You're a dirty liar.
I genuinely thought he said a fat object.
Shut up and eat your yogurt. I got sent some Taylor's Toys stuff through. And they sent us a box full of stuff. And one of the stuff was a fleshlight. And I thought, I've got to try it because I'd never in my life would I think that having a fleshlight, it wouldn't be my thing. But I thought, I'll just fuck it and see. Horrible. It's cold in the middle. It's fucking wank. It's rubbish. It's worse than a wank. It's worse than a wank. So I was like, nah.
Do you think maybe you're just so bad at shagging that you're bad at shagging fleshlight?
It's cold inside.
It was hot when it started, but it went cold.
Yeah.
His icy touch. I don't know if I ever have. I think I've always been like fine with a wank.
So not putting a melon or anything. Or...
No, I've never done that.
A melon?
If I was a bloke, I'd stick my penis in every kind of fruit possible.
Yeah.
See, if I was a woman, I'd stick every sort of fruit up my twat possible.
Well, eventually you get a yeast infection if you keep doing that.
Yeah.
So it's not the best.
My ex shagged a courgette.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if I have I put my dick in anything.
I don't think I have either.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, like it's just always just your hand's right there, and it's like that does the job.
Yeah, sometimes as a bloke, you have to wanking is like bleeding a radiator because if you have too much cum inside you,
It's
and
a poison
just,
for men.
It's just
Okay.
it clouds your judgment and it makes you think that getting 3 buses for a shag is a good idea. Like you know exactly what I mean, don't you?
I literally
you
had
know
that exact scenario happen.
exactly.
I literally like thought, before I go see this lass, I'll just sort of unload to make sure I'm
Yeah,
not embarrassing
she lives
myself.
48 miles
And it
away,
was-
and I
it was-
don't drive. It'll take me 4 hours to get there.
It was 2 buses and I didn't go.
Yeah,
I
because
was
you.
just like, what am I doing here?
I once split up with someone because they lived on the other side of the Runcorn
Yeah,
Bridge and there was a toll.
Yeah, you got to like.
It's much more functional than that. I'm not like romancing myself.
Right.
I'm not like lighting a couple of candles and putting on a playlist.
Yeah. It's for me, it's like a preventative Me Too measure. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, do you know what?
You're scared you're gonna
Oh,
assault
yeah, I
someone.
know.
So he assaults
know.
himself first.
I know that I am the safest person to be around because I wank about 4 times a day.
You
So
are
there's
an
just-
ally.
There's just
Yeah,
thank you
yeah,
so
What a
yeah.
much,
hero! I
sister.
wouldn't touch that.
I do it for society. Wank, jizz for society.
It just really worries me when he says stuff like "I wank 4 times a day" because I often will spend all day with Freddie, and I'm like, I'm wondering when he's nipping off. Like, I want to know when these are happening. Like, sometimes we'll go away for a weekend.
Will we?
Well, we went for like stag do or whatever. When were we fitting you 4 in then?
Ah. When did we go to a stag do together?
What are you on about?
When did we? Oh, Tom's stag do.
Yes.
Yeah, we filmed it.
Oh, right. But what I did is I had 8 before.
Right. It's like when I went to Australia and we filmed a load of episodes. It got banked.
Yeah.
You just need to average them out.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. But no, like I kind of feel like I kind of feel a little pang of regret for my teenage self now. I wish I'd been more ambitious.
Yeah.
know.
Soggy biscuit.
Oh, nothing
Oh,
like that. No, there was no
these
like
are-
group wanking
This
going
is
on.
just-
That's a posh boys
This is
game.
deeply upsetting, actually,
Yeah.
as a woman, knowing that men don't actually stick their dicks in inanimate objects.
Oh,
Or
a lot
jizz
of
on
them do.
biscuits.
A lot of them do,
Do you
but
promise that
I
they do?
promise that
They
they
don't.
do.
They really don't. Soggy biscuit isn't a thing. It's just
Posh
a
boys do
made-up
that.
thing.
Posh boys.
Yeah,
I think
but
it's a
there's
myth,
not, though,
innit?
is it?
It's probably
I'll
happened
tell
once.
I'll tell you what else is a myth as well, that men wank in socks. I've never known a
That's
man
not
to
a
wank
myth.
in
I
fucking
know
socks.
someone who wanks.
No, but it's
I've
not a.
wanked in
It's
socks.
not.
It's not a thing that everyone does.
It's
definitely.
not a
A lot of
thing.
people do,
like
though.
they think it's.
A lot of
I don't think a
people
lot,
do.
but I think the majority. I think 95% are just wank.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that low. I think it's definitely a common thing. I've wanked in a few socks.
I've
every time.
wiped with a sock.
Thank you for letting me know that, because my worldview was shattered then for,
Yeah, there you
for a
go.
minute.
Let's sell
yeah.
my socks.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could sell your socks?
Yeah, you could.
Oh, there's got to be a market for jizzy socks.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you get as big as Joe Rogan must sell cummy socks.
I don't think he does.
He's missing out. Yeah, that's his adverts normally. It's
Yeah.
Alpha Brain and jizzy socks. That's what you get.
You've got to have a
adverts for.
side hustle.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine
It's
selling.
leaving money on the table if you don't.
Imagine selling your podcast to Spotify for 60 million quid a year. I'd be like, well, I'm not missing out on $40 of jizzy socks.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, every little helps.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. You can't afford to let that down.
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting as big as Joe Rogan. I think that might be a little ambitious to, I'm not sure this thing where we literally just discuss paedophiles and jizz is going to be the #1 podcast on earth.
Many have said I'm the next female Joe Rogan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've said that.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
In what way? A lot of kettlebells,
Yeah, been doing cold
vaccines,
baths.
anti-vaxxers,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's not like an intentional cold bath. It's just that, like, my shower takes like 10 minutes to heat up. when I get in, so.
I'm doing temperature therapy. It's
What
a really nice
is-
way to look at poverty.
Yeah, the OnlyFans is not going well.
Please subscribe so she can get some fucking heating.
Yeah, what you're moaning about not being able to afford the gas and electric. Ice baths are good for you. What's the weirdest request you've had on OnlyFans?
So, well, on OnlyFans, nothing that weird, but back on the panty selling website I was on, I had one
that's the word that I hate the most.
panty.
Isn't it gross? Panties.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like
Panties
I'm
or
weird and
knickers?
autistic.
What do you prefer?
Oh, I don't know. I don't like thinking about them like that. Panties just feels like gross and Americanized.
I
do you know
just
what I mean?
prefer fanny hammock. That's what I go with. It's my usual.
You should trademark that one.
Trademark.
So back on fannyhammocks.com.
Yeah. So that one, I had a bloke. He wanted me. I had to tread on some sweets. So
What
put
sort
some
of
gummies.
sweets? Oh, gummy sweets, right.
like chewy sweets, and wear trainers, fully clothed, and just sort of step all over them.
In trainers. See, you'd think it'd be like you'd want it squished between toes or something.
No, he wants to see that chunky boot squishing him down, sort of crushing.
what?
the
He
edge.
could do that himself.
Yeah. Again, that's so achievable.
That's I'm trying to think. Like, because
Why don't
that's
you just
what,
go and scatter some gummies on a street, then wait?
Yeah.
that's what interests me about fetishes is when you go, what are you possibly getting out of that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when I can't even understand what.
Well, like, it always works out. It's like you can always break down where a fetish has come from. At some point, they were molested while someone stood on some gummies.
Probably, yeah.
That's always what it is 100%
It
of the
always
time.
comes from trauma. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
There's
something
some
very
weird-
specific. I think if it's a super niche one, something super specific has happened to you at some
Yeah.
point in order to get that into you.
Yeah.
That's the thing that you like. Now I can only come when there's an old woman crying and a balloon pops. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like, because we're not parents. Are you a parent?
No.
None of us are parents, right? Do you reckon parents can tell when they've traumatized a child?
Yeah, probably when they're fucking.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Yeah, can you imagine the post-nut clarity on bumming your own child? Jesus. You'd be livid with yourself. You'd be like, oh, God, I really shouldn't have. That's really going to be awkward at breakfast.
where's the sock?
Yeah, I should have just had a wank. This is why I keep my levels down.
But what I'm saying is, if you know the moment, like for example, if you try and teach a kid to swim, you put them in the water, they're crying, you're like, oh shit, that might be a fear of water that I've just instilled.
Yeah,
in
I
them.
think there's like definite
Yeah.
some moments where parents go, fuck, that's probably going to stick with them.
Yeah. Well, do you reckon the same is true for fetishes?
Yeah.
So do you reckon, you take your kid out to eat some candy floss or something, and all of a sudden they jizz, and you're like, oh no.
What?
No, I mean, like whatever. Like, do you reckon
Children
there's
can't jizz for a start.
well, you're not doing it right. So,
Freddie, sorry, just to clarify.
No, what I'm
are
saying
you
is,
sa-
do
no,
you
no, no,
reckon
no,
fetishes-
no. Are you saying you are so good at sucking off children, you can defy their biology and make them come despite their bollocks not being developed yet?
they call me the time traveller.
Old Benjamin Button over here.
Right, so what I'm saying is, do you reckon that there's a moment where you go, oh, I've probably just made a fetish there?
I think for a fetish, it's got to be something pretty fucked up.
You reckon?
I don't think you do that like accidentally. I think there's got to be
Have
something.
you guys
like...
got much trauma?
Oh yeah, but like ours is like mine's much more like manageable. Like it's just left me with a desperate need for attention.
Right, okay.
But like nothing like too fucked up.
His dad left.
Yeah.
So-
Just regulation guard and fucked off, so it's fine. Didn't bum me, so nothing specific.
That's good.
Yeah.
That
it
we
is
know
good.
of.
Yeah, I think it would have come out by now. I think like
Well, he was in the. Was he in the Marines?
it was in the Marines. Yeah, so if he did it, he would have been very stealthy about it.
Yeah.
Would have left no trace.
Yeah, exactly.
Go on, what were you saying?
I grew up middle class, and so people think, oh, you mustn't have much trauma growing up middle class. But actually, it was quite traumatic around springtime every year because my dad had an allotment, and it was purple sprouting broccoli season. And as a child, I was force fed large plates of broccoli.
You just said you can't deep throat.
Well,
Give her a floret.
maybe that's why
Yeah.
I've been traumatized.
Develop the gag reflex.
But yeah,
from
can you
the
imagine
broccoli.
being right? Can you imagine being a 10-year-old child being like, "Mum, can I have fish fingers and chips for dinner?"
Yeah.
And then you get given
Yeah.
fresh broccoli.
I fucking
That's
hated
trauma.
broccoli.
Do you know
when I was
what?
a kid.
I still hate
I
broccoli.
love it
Honestly.
now, but like what I realised is I hated boiled broccoli. Like that's what my mum used to make.
Yeah, my dad, he
good.
would boil it. He would,
Saute that motherfucker.
Honestly, I feel your pain totally because I'm
Yeah.
a fussy eater. So, you know.
No.
Are you? Did you grow up a
He
fussy
only
eater
eats
now?
wheelbarrows.
No, I'm not. Well, I'm a vegan, but I eat anything that's vegan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Rob's a.
I'm a veggie. I'm a halfway.
Right.
Yeah.
So
See,
you're
look,
not
look,
really.
look, see that little condescending noise that
But
vegans
are you? Are
always
you
make.
a veggie?
Oh, right.
nice.
Okay.
So you think you're doing something?
Yeah. Like they think about us the same way I think about pescatarians. Essentially, it's like cheese is ace. You can get fucked.
Or the way I think about people who only watch the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a real football fan.
Get
fuck off.
involved.
Yeah.
Or people who say from Preston and just support whichever team was successful and just sit at home on their couch, never go into a game. That sort of cunt.
Yeah.
Is that a personal?
Yeah, so,
That would be me.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what they're doing. Yeah. They're having a little dig.
yeah.
They're having a little dig because it makes them feel better about themselves.
Yeah.
It does. It does
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
much
yeah.
better
But
about
I
us.
don't
Yeah.
need to. I don't need to stoop to their level.
No, you keep
take the high
fucking
road.
kids and you be proud of
Thank
it.
you so much, Kat. I've sent some stuff in. I've got.
Sorry, Freddie, can I ask, when did you join Run DMC?
You are sorry.
What the fuck are you wearing today?
I
You've got...
so I'll walk you through the outfit.
Yeah.
So this.
This morning you woke up in Bed-Stuy in the 1980s
So-
and you thought, time to get to the podcast.
Listen, I don't listen to music, so I don't understand any of those references. I'm
okay.
presuming that Run DMC is some sort of pop group. So this.
Some sort of hippity hoppity.
This and this match,
Yes.
Adidas, very nice. Now, I have a problem, is that I don't really like Adidas trainers. And at the moment, every fucking cunt is buying Gazelles. Every stupid fucking cunt, Rishi Sunak shit, is buying Gazelles.
Those are
I
actually
don't,
Sambas.
Sambas, Gazelles, I don't
Get it right.
care. I don't like them, right? But I like even less, because I've got 30 pairs of fucking Nike trainers. I like even less mixing Nike with Adidas. So what I did,
So autistic.
It's so
Yeah,
autistic, it's
that
insane.
is definitely on
yeah.
the spectrum type
It-
thing.
oh,
You're not
like
David
Freddie's
Beckham.
wildly autistic.
Yeah.
And so you've not got a sponsorship deal. They're not going to pull your fucking money.
So what I did was
He just goes home and lines up all his trainers.
I
looks at-
feel as though this would have worked best if these were like some just plain white shoes. But I couldn't find any, and the only pair of Adidas trainers that I have that are white are these, and it's just a bit too much. And I realised that I'd made a mistake, but I thought they won't care. I was like, Tom's got 2 pairs of trainers, and they're both shit. And you fucking gangly cunt that wears corduroy.
Yeah, I look great all the time. Bad swing. Bad
Absolutely
swing.
don't.
I'm
Loads
a
of
stylish
trainers.
man.
What, sorry?
I've got loads of trainers.
Oh,
Oh, all right. Oh,
Well, you just said I've got
sorry.
2 pairs.
Oh, fucking hell.
Tom, I've got loads of trainers. Ooh.
Well, they're cheap
How
for me
many
because I've got child size.
How many trainers you got, Tom? How many trainers you got?
Like 4.
4 trainers. Old
2
Tommy,
pairs.
4 trainers.
2 pairs.
So, yeah, I kind of realised that it went wild towards the bottom, but,
Yeah.
you know.
I don't think that's the problem.
It's not
You
that-
don't
it's
think
not
that's
that
the
bad,
problem?
no.
Well,
No.
Kat, what do you think's the problem?
Weight,
Face,
face,
smell.
personality.
Yeah,
Maybe you need to wear it more confidence.
yeah.
We're more
That's
confident.
Freddie's problem, the
Yeah.
lack of confidence. I've always said, yeah. That's the one thing he's missing. A little self-confidence would go a long way with this cunt.
Just believe in yourself, Freddie.
Yeah.
I hate this podcast. All I do is get bullied on here, Kat. And honestly, I'm so nice to these two. I'm so nice to them.
But yeah,
That's your problem.
some
just like
people
you dress like you sell bad cocaine.
yeah.
I mean, I would sell really bad
you would,
cocaine.
yeah.
So I found a thing here. It's actually something that that I saw on another podcast and just stole it. But I think
Brilliant.
it's,
Right.
Right, cool.
I
yeah.
think it's a really good question. So the question is, if you had a time machine
Yeah,
and you could go back in time to any year
yeah,
and be the richest person in the world in that year,
yeah.
what's the earliest you'd go back to and you think it'd be better than your life now?
Right. I think, I don't know, about 1983 probably. It's shit in the past, wasn't it?
Really?
Yeah, the past was shit.
So you wouldn't even do like the 1800s?
Already, I'm exhausted by the question. I can't be asked. I'll just be like, I've got so soft with modern technology. Like, if I can't press a button on my phone and make food appear at my door, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I live better than a king did.
Yeah,
100
but
years ago.
Plus, if you're the king, you're always watching over your shoulder that you might get beheaded.
nobody's
Yeah.
saying king.
But
No,
if you're rich, the king could behead you.
If you're the richest person in the medieval times, someone's coming after you.
Yeah,
I
you gotta
think
watch your
I'd
back.
go back to like 2005, and then I'd sort of rub shoulders like Mark Zuckerberg
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, he's not really the type of person I
go
want to
back-
hang around with.
You go back 20 years.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I fucking massively overshot.
Where would you
this.
think?
Like 1700s?
Right.
Like yeah.
You want to be Henry VIII,
But what's the
essentially,
most
innit?
you
'Cause you
can-
got the look.
Yeah, no, I just like.
All you can do when you're that rich in 1700s is just, I
You
don't know.
could fuck slaves.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I quite like the idea of having slaves.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But-
you
Be
could.
the
Like-
richest person in the world. You could just pay them.
No, because that ruins it. I did not become the richest man in the world by giving my money away to people that would do my work for free.
Right.
But you could
Um,
have cobalt mine slaves today.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Yeah. So you,
But then one of
slavery's
the-
not over. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's not
You know,
overall.
Still going.
The problem with Cobalt Mines is now one of them might become Francis Ngannou, and then you got a problem on your hands. He
Right.
came out of the Cobalt Mines, and he's the hardest man on the planet. So I'd be worried. If
But
I
has he
was-
gone back and like twatted all the slave owners?
Yeah, but imagine if you were the guy who owned him as a kid. You'd be shitting yourself every day. You couldn't rest, knowing that you had abused the hardest man on the planet. You'd just be like, shit.
That'd be a great movie.
Yeah.
Ngannou's Revenge.
Yeah, that'd be fucking
He just goes
sick.
around twatting people from
Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah.
Is that not kind of like Django?
A little bit. Not
In that he's black?
really.
What? Sorry. no, that he went. And,
Jeez.
So it must be the same story.
Yeah, oh, fucking hell, man. Christ.
he went and got revenge, didn't he?
He did, yeah, sort of, but he was more to find his wife than revenge.
Yeah, Broomhilda.
Broomhilda.
I thought it was such a stupid name.
Yeah, but that's part of the film, isn't it?
Yeah,
he's
but I-
German. He needs German, and it's all intertwined.
Fucking ruined it. But yeah, I'd be 17. I'd be 1700s rich.
Yeah.
I quite like. Do you ever
Everyone
see-
stinks back then, though. You got to remember that's the point where people are having a bath once a week. Razors aren't a thing.
Food's gonna be shit.
Food's going to be fucking
No
gross.
seasoning.
Food in Britain was shit up until like 2003.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
like
yeah.
fucking dog shit.
It was
before
like
then.
famously shit, wasn't it? It was like
Yeah.
the worst food in the
Coffee
world.
was crap up until the early
Oh
90s.
no, coffee! That is a shout.
Yeah, like
Oh.
like fucking cinnamon will cost you half your empire for a spoonful. You know, you got to send 1,000 men to their death to
shit,
get fucking.
yeah.
Maybe pre-tea as well.
Yeah, you would then. I think.
What the
Yeah.
fuck did they drink?
Just I don't know, slave cum.
Yeah.
Another vial of slave cum.
I just think it was fucking miserable the
they,
past.
they drank mead.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember being taught at school, Battle of Hastings, it was easier to get mead than water, so they're all a bit pissed when they went into.
Yeah, because it
Fountain
was
Hall.
like because it
Yeah.
wouldn't be infected because of the fermentation. So
Yeah.
if you got water out of like a river or whatever, you could get like dysentery. But like you sterilise it with essentially by making it into mead.
All your drink's going to be warm as well. You're not on a
Yeah.
cold drink again.
Oh.
Ice is such a luxury back then. It's
Oh.
You got no toothpaste. There's the plague.
yeah.
Yeah.
Never have a cold drink again.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
for
couldn't. I
all
couldn't
the-
not have a cold drink.
Can you imagine how everyone's arse smelt? Can you imagine?
You know what? I know what it smells like because I used to work in adult social care, and I would care for like people who are like autistic.
They
And
were like, I'm from the past. Smell me ass.
but there was like this autistic guy, and he was like my and like just showering was just not something he was interested in. He's like, nope. And so he showered once a month, only because we would withhold his benefits if he didn't shower.
Wow.
Like, so we'd be like, we'd be like, you get your benefits if you have a shower, but he would shower once a month.
Oh.
And so you can imagine what that smelled like.
Yeah.
And in very
that
close
is
proximity. So.
More often than like nobility back when you're talking about, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, yeah. No, do you know what? I've massively overshot
You've
this.
massively overshot it.
Yeah.
1800s.
Yeah.
Even 1800s is
Yeah.
good. You see, 1800s.
So you
And
got
that's
like
a big- that's
industrial
industrial-
revolution.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's going to
when
be smoggy.
Soot.
Cholera.
Yeah.
What's a cholera?
What about like 1890s then?
I think it's still pretty wank then.
I
like,
think anything before the 60s. is
literally
pretty
no telly. No
shit.
telly.
Yeah, no TV.
Nothing.
No
Wait.
phone.
No phone.
What about the 50s, right? Straight after World War II.
Before civil rights.
Before civil rights, still,
Yeah.
still be
What
slaves.
Freddie likes to call the sweet spot.
If you're in America, mate, I think Britain in the 50s was shit, but
Yeah.
America was really good. That was like a gold.
If you were a man in 1946, I bet it was fucking class
Yeah.
because there was so few competition, like because so many men had been killed.
Yeah, and if you didn't have like, if you managed to keep it together, if you were like the least shell-shocked guy on your street, you
Yeah,
were looking
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good. It's like, oh, he's so sexy. He only snaps and punches a wall once or twice a day.
Yeah, what you want to be is the guy who's 18 in 1946, because then you got all the older pussy, really.
Yeah. Yeah, you come back from the
Yeah.
countryside where you've been like.
Well, you've
you know,
not been
left
to the
out-
war.
Yeah, exactly. You've been left out in the countryside.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
You,
like,
you haven't
yeah.
got trauma.
No, you've just been with like
Yeah.
cows and that.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
you come back to
exactly.
the East End. It's all flat.
Yeah.
Still rationing though. That's the thing. Still rationing.
Yeah, so you're quite thin.
Yeah, quite.
You're still in
thin.
shape.
Everyone looked minging in the past as well. No one looked after themselves. Everyone had flat asses.
Yeah.
It's true, isn't it? Arses.
Yeah.
But nowadays, you guys all have voluptuous booties.
yeah.
Look, right, hey, you may not have
Yeah,
noticed.
yeah.
I'm carrying a fucking wagon.
Right, okay.
I have no arse at all. It's,
I've-
it's completely flat, and it's weird because it's the only bit in it.
It's. I don't
No, the
think.
back of your head is very flat.
Yeah, I don't think.
Will you piss off?
It is. It is until it gets down to his neck.
You've got a lovely smooth brain.
I don't think your ass is that flat. I think your back is so fat it comes out and joins where your ass sticks out to.
So essentially, I've got a back extension.
Yeah, your back is now plumb with your ass. Is what the problem is.
Right. Okay. So we're saying 60s, are we?
I honestly can't be arsed going back that far at all.
I'd go 1 year,
Yeah,
and I'd just be the richest man in the world last year.
yeah, that'd be
I'd be a
class.
billionaire.
That'd
It'd
be
be class.
class.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
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 I honestly think you underestimate how shit the past was.
Yeah.
And like the advances in medical technology, just the thing of being able to like, even like 10 years ago, you couldn't just fucking get a phone and go boop and make literally anything in the world appear at your house.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
I've got so used to being able to order anything
Or-
whenever I want.
Yeah, I'd be annoyed going back 5 years.
Yeah.
because the internet would be slower.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
can you
yeah.
imagine, when you'd seen an actor in a movie and you're like, I've seen them in a movie somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you can't look it up.
You just got to argue for
You
3
gotta think,
days.
who is that? Who is
Yeah.
that?
Oh,
That's- I
God,
do-
yeah.
Yeah.
Or your mate's in the pub and he's telling you that he invented the plant pot or
That is-
whatever,
I
and you
do
just
kinda
can't
miss
fucking.
that. I kind of miss that because that was the point of going to the pub was like someone would say something stupid and you'd spend all night arguing about it, which is essentially what this podcast is. Because Tom isn't able to Google anything, so we've ended up in that situation where instead of finding the answer, we just argue for an hour.
Yeah.
You know, but like that always like I've told people off for that in pubs before. We're like start having an argument or something. They'll get the phone out, Google it. It's like no, let's just argue about it. That's the fun.
I do think there's an inherent flaw in my logic, by the way, that going back to the 1700s, I wasn't bothered about slavery, but the minute you said you'll never have a cold drink.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Oh, the slave will only bring me warm drinks.
This is room temperature.
Yes, to the face. Yeah.
Find a way to make this cold, slave.
You might be watching or listening to this going, wouldn't this be better if I could also smell the guys who are doing this? So maybe come see us live.
We are doing the Edinburgh Fringe.
Yes.
Rob, you're doing your own show for the whole month. Where are you going to be at?
I'm going to be at the Caves. It's on Cowgate. It's right in the centre. And I'm at 8:55 p.m. every day, apart from one of them. I think it's like a Monday in the middle, but, don't come to that. It's going to be dead good.
I'm doing the second half. I'm doing from the 13th of August onwards.
Part-timer.
I am doing the cask room at the Mash House, again, right in the centre, right next to the Caves, actually. And mine's at 5:05.
And we're going to try and do some live podcasts as well, so come check us out. Like, have a look at those in the brochure. We haven't officially confirmed the dates yet.
So if you are a Dead Men Talking fan, please come down. We'd love to see you there. Get pictures, come say hello, stop us.
Mainly give us money.
Harass us, harangue us,
Yeah.
touch us.
Yeah, touch Freddy. Just without saying anything, just walk up and rub his face.
Oh, right. Okay, here's a rule. Right. Rob said that this is fine. If you see Rob in Edinburgh, take your finger and just try and ram it up his ass. No matter where you are or what he's doing.
Freddie doesn't really like greetings, is the thing about him. So what he much prefers, as the flamboyant gay man he is, just tickle his bollocks. Just walk up, tickle his bollocks without saying anything.
Do you know what? If I've been walking around Edinburgh all day,
Yeah.
you fucking touch them at your own risk.
But if you can't be asked going to the Edinburgh Festival, then Freddie's going to be going on tour.
I'm on tour, baby. I am on tour October and November. I'm going to 20 different cities all across the UK and Ireland. There's some places that are dead close to selling out already. I think they'll probably be sold out by the time you're listening to this. And there's other places as well that have literally limited availability.
Some of them aren't selling at all, though, so buy those tickets.
Shout out to Darwin and Cardiff. No, they're actually doing all right, but they're just not as well as everything else. If you want tickets, then head over to freddyquinne.co.uk, Freddy with a Y, QUINNE.co.uk, and get your tickets right now before they sell out.
The Army of the Dead needs you. Join us at patreon.com/Dead Men Talk Pod to get even more from this podcast. If you love it, you can get an extra episode every week. We've got loads of specials on there. There's more stuff going up all the time. And most importantly, you are the reason, you who've signed up to the Army of the Dead, are the reason that we can go so hard. The reason we don't need to give a fuck about upsetting anybody is that we have you behind us. So join us at patreon.com/Dead Men Talk Pod. Get yourself a free trial for a week if you like. It's £3 a month. You get loads of extra stuff. Now, here's a little taster of a recent episode from Patreon for you to enjoy. I've got a story now. Like, genuinely, before I get to this, like, I know this is a Patreon. Everyone knows what's going on, and like we do warnings and everything. I want to like double down on the content warning. On this one. One of the like. It's
Well, that switched people off. Now people have gone, that's too much for me.
Too much.
I'm
Good.
away. So only the cool ones are left.
Only the cool ones are left. This story is fucking horrific.
Okay,
right.
go.
It's about an Australian woman and their trip to Manchester recently and what happened to her. It's fucking bad. Like, really bad. Really awful. So I hope you're prepared. Tom, here we go.
Australian singer calls out Manchester cafe server after unsettling and aggressive exchange.
Oh, mate, well, you're not going to believe this.
The boys' lead singer said, "You're just being an arsehole
Yeah.
for no reason. You don't have to be that mean."
I can't believe this happened to this woman.
Okay, the front woman of an Australian alt-rock band has criticised a Manchester cafe after an unsettling exchange with a server during a recent visit this week.
And hold on a minute. If this is the front woman of a rock band, they're not the type of people to get offended for no reason.
Oh, no, obviously, she's seen a lot, she's travelled, she's rock and roll.
This is the hardest of the hard.
Mate,
And she's
honestly.
a woman. They go through childbirth, so they
Exactly.
can handle a lot of pain. Right?
It's fucking awful. Genuinely, I'm so sad this happened.
He explained how she walked into the cafe and inquired about a row of seats at the back of the venue and whether they were part of the cafe or part of another neighbouring unit, and whether the venue worked on table service or if customers just came up to the counter to order. "I was just not expecting the response that I got," she added. She rolled her eyes and went in a dismissive tone, "No, this seating is shared with a neighbouring venue. You can order the coffee here and take it outside yourself."
I'm so sorry that happened to her.
Is that it?
I am so sorry. Like, as a citizen of Manchester, I feel appalled that anyone received this horrific treatment there. I know you're stunned into silence, Freddie, because obviously to see that happen to someone is...
I mean, the last time Manchester
horrific.
treated a singer that badly. was
Yes. Everyone
Ariana Grande.
everyone got a brand new tattoo. This is it. Everyone in Manchester's now getting new bee tattoos for this bitch. It's so horrible, isn't it?
I don't understand what the issue is.
I know. She asked if those seats were available and whether she ordered at the counter, and they said no, but you can buy a coffee here and take them. They answered the question.
Is it because of? So it seems like it's because of a
Dismissive tone. So someone in a cafe had a slightly dismissive tone. That's the news story.
Do you realise
Have you
how-
never been to a cafe before?
Yeah.
Do you realise-
Or to Manchester.
Exactly. She's like, oh, I know what Manchester's like. You clearly fucking don't.
Do you realise how dismissive this person would have to be in their tone?
Yeah.
They'd have to be like, no.
Oh, you order it here. It's like, stop doing that.
You can take it.
You go outside with it.
Oh, maybe she was actually disabled.
Yeah, maybe so.
I've got some stuff
Yeah.
for you as well. First thing is,
Yeah.
have you, by any chance,
Yeah.
been wondering what Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's daughter is up to these days?
I worry.
Simba.
Hell yeah! Have you seen it?
Yeah, very bad.
I think about little else, so I'm delighted to get this update.
So, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's daughter. I
Yeah,
think
this is
she's called,
North.
like,
Yeah.
North is the lead singer in. She's Simba in the fucking West End Lion King.
Can I just
30th
say-
anniversary, whatever.
Can I just say, what a shit a costume.
Well,
It's just a furry hoodie.
put it this way. Put it
She's
this way.
literally wearing a zip-up hoodie.
That-
She looks like she just hangs out on a council estate.
That costume is by far and away the best thing about this performance.
Yeah.
I have never seen.
I
without
fucking
being
hate this
horrible,
type of theatre, like, you know, where they've got like a puppet on it, they're just holding it, and you've got to
Yeah.
pretend the
Have
person's
you-
not there.
Have
Shut
you not?
up.
Have you not heard her sing?
I've not heard her sing.
Mate,
maybe.
so it is. It's worse than you could possibly imagine.
Her dad's not great. Like, Kanye's singing voice isn't angelic.
No, I know, but
And I'm a massive Kanye fan.
look,
you
I know that nepotism is a thing and that.
Yeah.
This is the fact that she got this role
Yeah.
is insane. Because even though she's Kanye West's daughter, there has to be a point where they go, mate, she's so bad.
Yeah.
She's so bad.
Ah. It sounds like
Just wait for this note at the end. It's so flat.
What I love about it as well is there's not even any charisma behind it. She sort of stood there just going, I just can't wait to be
I mean, if you can't sing, you can't sing, but you could learn to dance better than that.
Oh God, yeah. She's like, it's just, she's definitely inherited her dad's autism. I think
it's like when three teenage girls go, "Let's put on a show," and they just do it in front of their mums and dads. You go,
Yeah.
"Well,
But
very
yeah,
good,
this
well
was
done."
at like the Hollywood Bowl or something, so people would have
Yeah.
paid a lot of money to.
Yeah, it's fucked, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
when I went to see Kate Bush when she did like a few shows, it
Right.
was fucking amazing, except for the bit where she goes, my son's here and he's going to come do a song.
No.
And I was like, right, we've waited 40 fucking years or however long it is for Kate Bush to do a tour, right? She's never toured. It's like
Yeah.
the big one time. We've all spent minimum 50 quid a ticket, right? There are fucking 2,000 people here and not one of them gives a flying fuck about your cunt of a son.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
him the fuck off the stage and play one of your fucking hits.
Yeah. Oh,
I was furious.
Oh, is Dave Bush going to be on?
Yeah, brilliant. I don't care about your little theatre fucking like student son. It's so annoying.
If you guys were nepo babies, what would you?
Be a hell of a lot further in comedy. Put it that way. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, maybe my dad can get me into the fucking killing brown people game. I think that was pretty much what he was up to.
What?
My-
Oh, yeah, 'cause he's a soldier.
Yeah, no, just a hobby.
My mum worked at the local cinema and then got me a job at the cinema. So.
Ooh, nepotism is
Cats.
rife. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what were you doing there?
Usher. I was an usher.
Really?
Yeah.
Black
Yeah,
top
I
and
don't-
everything. That's the stupidest joke I've ever said.
Did you know I actually met Usher once? though?
Shut
Yeah.
up!
Well, I didn't meet him, but I stood behind him in the queue for a toilet in LA. I was in
Yeah.
LA and I went to this vegan restaurant
Mm-hmm.
where I was feeling rather smug about myself. He walked past, and then I went and I was like, oh my God, I think that's fucking Usher. And I then went to use the toilet, and there was a queue, and then I was stood behind him in the queue. And then he used the toilet, then I went and used the toilet that he just used right after him. So I licked the toilet seat.
Do you know what? Do you know what?
I bet Usher smells amazing.
Do you know what?
He was very smiley and handsome.
Do you know what I love about you, Kat, is how quickly that story got scaled down? Because you went, I met Usher. And we went, really? And she went, no, but I stood
was sort of
behind
near
him.
him. I was in the same room.
Yeah. He met me.
Yeah. Oh, you see the story he tells.
Yeah.
I left this cubicle and I heard a lot of snuffling sounds.
Do you know what? Do you know
Like
what?
a truffle pig.
I feel quite sorry for this kid, though, because she is 10 years old.
Yeah.
And it's quite clear that nobody has ever sat her down and said, look, you're fucking shit.
Yeah, I imagine, right, and I don't want to cast aspersions, I don't know how great a dad Kanye West is. He's a deeply mentally ill man. I imagine it's quite an erratic home life.
Do you reckon...
I wouldn't swap with her. This is the thing with, all that stuff of being like, oh, would you want to be, when do you want to be the richest man in the world? They're never fucking happy. Super rich, super famous people are always fucking miserable.
Do you reckon Kim Kardashian is a good mum?
Better than the dad.
Yeah,
but she's always going to be busy, isn't she? She's always doing stuff. The whole environment can't be conducive to growing up as a healthy person. If every time you walk outside there's paparazzi, if you're world famous from the day you grow up, that's got to fuck with your head. You can't be like a normal, well-adjusted person, can you?
No.
This is how you end up here, fucking staring at your shoes while you're shuffling about the Lion King.
I feel so sorry that somebody hasn't told this kid, you are nowhere near good enough for
But
this.
don't be sorry about that, because they'll just carry on failing upwards for the rest of their life.
Well, Brooklyn Beckham's a classic example, isn't he? He did...
His photo books were the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, his photos were shocking.
The shadow of the elephant.
Well, the
elephant one's the worst
I love
thing.
that one.
No, it's the greatest caption of all time. He said, elephants are hard to photograph. That was the caption.
Don't put it in your book.
Can you get it up? Can we see it? Just to see.
And he made the cheese sandwich, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he was like,
There's a
made
bacon butty on it. Was it bacon butty?
I don't know
Oh.
about this.
oh, we did a cooking show. But
Yeah,
we
and it was
made a
literally a
bacon
cheese
sandwich.
sandwich.
Oh, man.
It's fucking amazing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Can we see this again? Just...
there you go. Elephant in Kenya. So hard to photograph,
But
but incredible to
see.
see.
Wish we could see it.
It's
Yeah.
fucking wild how bad a photograph that is. It's focused on the background. It's exposed wrong. It's like photography is a very simple art form. You've got to really nail it. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's not many things you can sort of change, and you've got to get those little details right. And that's what makes a great photographer, is someone who can do all those little things and get the image exactly perfect. So if you can't take a fucking photograph, it's amazing, isn't it? Being that rich that you just go,
Do you know...
I'm a photographer.
If there was no caption there,
Yeah.
would you know that's an elephant?
Yes!
I don't think you would.
Yes!
I don't think you would say
Yes!
for certain there's an elephant.
No.
I
You
didn't think it was
shut
a
up.
giant stick of ginger.
Well, it might be a big plant. It's just a shadow,
It
isn't
might
it?
be a big plant.
Shut
Might
up,
be a big
you
plant.
I wouldn't say for sure that's definitely an
My
elephant. if I didn't
first
know.
guess would be elephant.
Are you?
I'd say maybe it's an elephant, but I wouldn't say I'm 100% sure.
No, just a sec. I have to say this. You're a stupid little retard. There is no way in hell you would look at... All right, I'll tell you what. £1 million, right? Somebody says, what's that an outline of? Everybody's going, oh, that's an easy one.
I'm going to go
Elephant.
elephant.
No one's going, God, it could be a
Well,
giant plant.
No, if it was just the figure, if that was tattooed on me, would you say that's a tattoo of an elephant?
Exactly. No,
I'd
you
say,
wouldn't.
I'd say it was one of your better ones.
You can very much extrapolate from context, though. That's the thing. It's not just the silhouette. It is also, got the background.
yeah.
But it doesn't even look that big.
But you
It
know
doesn't look
what?
big enough to
But-
be
It
an
looks
elephant.
exactly big enough for an Indian elephant. It doesn't look big enough for an African elephant. Tom.
Okay, you've said
sorry.
you said
Sorry.
Brooklyn Beckham
Yeah,
is...
well, I met elephants in Thailand.
So did I.
So I know how big they are.
Whoa.
But they're not Indian or African.
Just a
Yeah,
sec.
they're Indian elephants.
Just a sec. Stop. What were you saying?
I said, well, we're saying Brooklyn Beckham is a shit artist, but look, he's got us all discoursing,
Yeah, that is true.
talking.
And that's what great art is about, isn't it?
Exactly.
Maybe
But
we're
this
wrong.
is-
Maybe we're wrong.
This is part of what the problem is that he'll have gone through and he's gone, oh, I didn't even get it. And they'll have gone, oh, no. What you got was this beautiful moment where we know it's an elephant and yet we can't. You've captured the elephant's essence rather than capturing any of the elephant. You've captured the essence of the elephant. You're wonderful. And he'll have gone, oh, I guess I am wonderful. Yeah, that's it. And that's the fucking thing.
I think maybe because David Beckham didn't grow up mega rich, he just became famous later, right? Maybe David Beckham's gone, this kid is spoiled. Put that shit picture out so that people will give him shit, so that he can at least fail and
Do you
fail
think
big.
David Beckham
Beck-
is thinking that deeply?
No, he is not smart
Yeah.
enough to be
But
thinking
I
that.
think
David Beckham's going, my son done a photo of an elephant and we'll put it in a book. I think that's what he's thinking.
Yeah, David Beckham can't play 4D chess. He can't play chess.
Yeah.
Like,
But he does talk a lot about working hard, David Beckham. So maybe he's gone. This kid needs to work hard, and to do that, he needs to fail.
can you show us the sandwich thing? 'Cause I've never seen it.
Also,
We've watched it on here.
also
Have
that
we?
yeah,
Yeah.
also that kid does not need to work hard. He's David Beckham's son, I'll be right.
Yeah, just do nothing. Just
Yeah.
live off that.
That's true.
What's wrong with you? Yeah, have a look at some of the other stuff. Go.
Well, to be fair, you got to do something, otherwise you end up being Wayne Lineker.
But it's interesting that none of these Nepo babes, they don't just think, maybe I'll get a job in insurance.
They must do though. You just don't
something.
hear about those ones, innit? There must be someone who are like, fuck that. It's really
Yes.
weird being famous. I'm just going to be like a boring guy. They must
Well, isn't there,
exist.
isn't
Yeah.
there the Mannings, famous American football dynasty?
Oh, I thought you were on Bernard Manning's kids. Hello, do you want to buy some insurance? You better be fucking white.
You don't want any insurance? How about some turkey dinosaurs? Got a brother who does them.
What? Just because they're both called Bernard?
Oh, she is.
You fucking dumb cunt.
Right.
Yeah, we're the Bernard family. Yeah,
We're
actually-
Chinese.
Yeah, we're actually Korean, so our surnames come first.
So you come from the Freddy lineage.
So,
Fucking dumb bastard.
You're
really stupid.
There's,
You said a really stupid thing because you're stupid.
there's Eli Manning,
Yeah.
and then there's Peyton
Peyton
Manning,
Manning,
who were
yeah.
two of the biggest quarterbacks
And
of
his
all
brother
time.
Eli Jones.
and then the dad, I believe, was a famous American footballer. And then they also have like another son who's just like, my name's Chris, and he's just like a random guy
Yeah.
that just randomly
It's like
works.
the third Gallagher brother.
Yeah.
He's just some guy.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, he's a really fat guy.
So I've got a question for you, and this is going to be for you, Kat.
Do you know why he's so fat? Because every time he has a cup of tea, he gets a roll with it.
Hey.
Jesus Christ. So,
Come on.
so you're on OnlyFans, Kat.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a issue where like family or people you know have signed up and it's been weird?
Well, no.
Are you worried about that ever happening?
Yeah.
Are
I have
you?
an uncle that pays for a lot of cam girls, so I feel like,
Really?
yeah.
How do you know that about your
Yeah.
uncle?
Because he put up Babe Station one Christmas. Christmas. I wasn't there for that one, but my other uncle told it.
He put it on on the telly.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck the Queen's speech.
While everyone's up with the presents. I've only got one present. I'm watching this.
Yeah, he's probably one of your fans, to be honest.
Yeah. That sounds very much like our fan base. Yeah.
Well, we have got something wild. Click on the third link, please. Do you want to read it out, Tom?
Yes.
Ooh.
Father needed counselling after discovering the OnlyFans porn he had been paying for was of his 23-year-old daughter, therapist reveals.
Oh my God.
Right.
Are they missing a
how-
space in therapy?
How do you...
Well, I guess she would have been a faceless creator, because there's quite a lot of those where they
Right.
don't show their face.
Well, they were a balaclava like Pussy Riot.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they just cut it off.
But like, why
Cut,
would
cut
you...
off their heads.
Why? They don't cut the face off.
Why would you pay for them though? Surely there's no connection there. Surely that's what I thought. That was what people were.
But
essentially
maybe it
paying
could be
for.
like, oh, she could be anyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're
Yeah,
attributing
yeah.
your fantasy on
Yeah,
it.
some men prefer just seeing the body,
Right.
and then they can just sort of imagine.
Right, but this is I suppose this is a
See what
Norwegian person, so they must be dead fit.
Yeah. Maybe he just wants to fuck his daughter, but he knows that's wrong, so he's like, nah, it's the next best thing. But it's not.
Yeah. Like, I suppose in a way it's good he didn't recognise his daughter's pussy.
Yeah.
He should be proud of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it should.
yeah.
It should really. It should be like, you know what? I'm a great dude. You know, like it would be dead bad if you like opened your phone and went, hold on, I know that anywhere.
Or maybe he's been racking his brains for months, going, "Where do I know that from?" If only they had IMDb for pussies.
Oh God, I cleaned that when it was tiny.
I'm getting deja poon.
Deja vu.
Deja poon. I don't care. I think that was class. Because of deja vu is when you think you've seen something before. And what I did was I put poon on the end.
Because that's the name of a type of vagina.
Yeah.
A type of vagina. It's a type of vagina. What type of vagina is a poon?
It's got poo in it.
I mean, if we had to guess.
Just move on.
It's short for punani, I believe.
It is,
Yes,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Correct.
Glad we've got an expert.
You know how in men's toilets there is the guy who sells you aftershave, and he does it with
No.
helpful rhymes.
Yeah.
And he goes, no spray, no lay, no
Yeah.
splash on ash, no Armani, no Punani.
Yeah.
Do they have a female
Yeah.
equivalent? And what's the deal with her?
No Vic, no Dick.
God, I can't remember.
Vapor rub.
I haven't been to a venue in years that has that kind of
Yeah.
vibe. But I guess they'd just be like, smelly fanny, make it not smelly. I don't know.
That's pathetic.
Not as creative, the women.
Funny, make it not smelly.
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
fair
think
enough.
that's more effective.
Smelly
Yeah.
fanny, no manny.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how it works.
No
maybe.
manny.
Yeah.
no Manchester.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really work.
Doesn't work, Tom.
Well, let's first go. I'll get better.
Okay. Have another crack.
Will you get better though?
Yeah, the track
No.
record doesn't suggest it. So, do you read the story?
Yeah, a Norwegian father needed counselling after discovering that the OnlyFans porn he had been paying for was of his 23-year-old daughter. This therapist has revealed.
How annoyed would you be if you were this guy and your therapist is in the paper telling everyone this story? But like, what the? This has got to
Yeah.
cross an ethical.
Yeah.
line.
Yeah, that's like the
How
their
much
one
did
rule.
she get for this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, if somebody went to therapy was like, went to the paper, went, you'll never fucking guess what. I have just had, they're in therapy going, no, it's fine. You got to understand, it's not your fault. You know, you got to work through this. And then goes, fuck me, that mental wanked over his daughter.
Imagine-
Actually, I think this is probably a bloke who fantasized about this, who's posted this on Reddit. And you know how they get a lot of their news articles from Reddit? I reckon it might just be a bloke who was like,
Trying to find a loophole, essentially,
yeah.
for wanking over
Be
her
like,
daughter.
I'm a therapist, and I have a client who,
yeah.
and they will sort of-
accidentally
yeah.
wanked over their daughter.
Yeah.
Either
Has he
that-
committed a crime?
A crime against humanity, I think.
But
like-
against the law, has he committed? Could he get done for this, do you think?
I don't think so. I think,
Do you know what I found
especially
out?
if it's accidental.
Do you know what I found out the other day? Right, and this is going to blow your mind.
Yeah,
Incest between gay people is illegal.
yeah.
Isn't that mad? Because the whole reason that incest is
Yeah.
illegal is to stop weird incest babies.
And they've already stopped that.
Yeah,
by
exactly.
being gay.
So why? So what are you doing? Like, if brothers want to fuck, let them fuck.
I think.
Hashtag Happy Pride Month.
Yeah, I think you should be allowed to be in an incestuous gay couple, but you should only be allowed to adopt babies that have a genetic deformity. I think that's the only fair solution.
You can fuck your cousin.
You can.
Can you?
Yeah, no one
If
can
you
stop you.
had a hot cousin,
Yeah.
would you fuck them?
No.
Hot second cousin, would you fuck a hot second cousin?
Ooh, now you're talking.
I can't be fucking anyone I'm going to see at like an extended family party.
All
Yeah,
right,
'cause when
all
you
right,
split
Dad's-
up,
all right,
that's gonna
all
be
right.
well annoying.
Dad's side.
That side. I'd fuck me dad. Never going to be an awkward issue.
Would you fuck an ugly second cousin?
No, what's the point in that?
Well, you know, you
Might
might
get
Poor
on them.
family,
you-
no matter what, you know? Jeez.
And also, if they're ugly, you might be
Yeah.
able to have sex with them.
A second cousin is where I start to think, because second cousin is a thing. I don't even know second cousins. I don't even know, like,
I've met mine. I've got quite a handsome second cousin.
would you?
One of my mates at school went out with their second
No.
cousin, and we relentlessly bullied him for it. Obviously,
What's
Loved him
your
forever.
type though, Kat?
Gay
Unrelated.
men.
Gay men?
Mm.
Really?
Fruity soy boys.
Right.
What's a soy boy? What's that again?
It's like
Love
a
soy
vegan,
milk.
soft hipster. Yeah. Like, yeah. I'm well on my way. Yeah.
Right.
I'd say
okay.
I'm demi soy because like I also like footy and that. So like I'm not a full soy.
And you still eat cheese.
I still eat cheese.
Oh,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's the sort of guys that look like they can't. Get
guys
erections.
who carry
Yeah.
a tote bag.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
you fancy Simon Amstel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't fancy him, but
But that's the type of person.
yeah.
Yeah.
Soft,
Friend of the show?
unthreatening boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Young boys.
I like kids. That's what I'm saying.
No, most of the guys I've dated have been like bisexual, I'd say.
Right. Yeah.
Really?
Mm.
Is that just a
They're more
coincidence, or-
open to like dating a sex worker normally,
I hear
I
you.
find. And less sort of threatened by that.
I'd be quite happy to date a sex worker. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't see why guys are like, I'd never do that. It's like, why not? They got loads of money,
I'd quite
they
like to
enjoy the
not
job.
watch my missus get shagged. It's like that's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's it.
But-
to be honest with you,
but
like
it's-
Yeah.
it's
but
the
it's
whole thing.
work.
Like,
It's not really that complicated.
no, like
It's work.
I would feel jealous and sad.
But I mean, I
you
guess
know.
like, I mostly do like I'm
Yeah.
on my own.
It's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's some
So I
people
guess
like are
some people
more,
are,
you know, it's
yeah.
like a spectrum of it, innit? And like, you know, some people are more monogamous than others. I would prefer not to do that, you know.
Yeah.
But you know,
Well, I'm just more progressive than you are. Clearly.
right?
Clearly.
Yeah, you think I could just afford to have standards.
I think I'm just a more progressive man.
No, like
Said the man 15 minutes ago that said he'd rather have slaves than hot drinks.
Yeah. Also, it'd just be very weird. My missus is a computer programmer. It'd just be a bit of a left turn. You know, it'd be a bit of a shock, to be honest, if she was like, "I'm doing porn now." I'd be like, "All right, well, you know, I guess I'm gonna have to deal with this reality."
Tony Halderson, a therapist in Norway, told how a married father, who has not been named,
Thank fuck.
approached her with a shocking story after having suicidal thoughts. The man shared how he'd inadvertently come across the local profile by recommendation of his friends.
Oh, that's so much worse. That your mates are like, fucking check this one out. Like, all your mates. That is horrific. Do you reckon his mates knew? What a fucking next level prank that is. If you're like,
Also, what
Fucking
ad local profile? What, like one of those? I don't know. I don't. When I promote my OnlyFans, I don't do a local sort of.
As a bloke, I would never, ever, ever go to my mates. Hey, look at this one that I'm signed up to on OnlyFans. It'd just be weird.
Yeah.
Like, look what I wank to.
Yeah, men don't. You don't like share porn to one another, do you?
No.
Unless
maybe
it's funny.
Exactly.
unless it's funny.
If
Right,
it's like
like, no,
really fucked up.
You wouldn't be like, I really had a great wank to this.
No,
No.
never.
No.
I would never go, oh, look at this one. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
What a time I had with
Fucking
this.
hell.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
like Breaking Bad or a Netflix show.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, no, stick with it, right? First few are rubbish, but then it really gets going. Yeah.
First season.
Yeah, terrible.
Right on.
The
But-
finale is amazing.
Eventually, they stop discussing the payment for the pizza, and it's great. Oh, that is fucking awful.
You'd be fuming with this, wouldn't you?
Went on to interact with the creator for months.
Yeah, he went on to interact with the creator for months before learning of their connection to his horror.
Like, so he must have had an anonymous profile as well.
It almost destroyed the relationship between them.
Yeah,
Hallison
no
said.
shit.
Why is he? You know what? I think his mistake here. Don't say anything.
What?
This is your problem. Don't say anything. Don't say you've wanked over your daughter.
But he's
I don't
telling
know if
us-
he's told his daughter, he's told his therapist.
But he says it's destroyed the relationship between them.
yeah, because
It
he
almost-
feels weird.
Oh, right,
Destroyed
yeah,
the
yeah.
relationship.
Yeah,
between them.
I don't know if he has necessarily told her. We haven't
point.
found
Oh
that out.
no. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I just
you read ahead. Yeah.
I didn't see it.
It's a good sign that you read ahead, then shouted, "Oh no!"
The father's thought of doing something sexual with his daughter made him physically ill. Now her body had been the source of his fantasies and infidelity.
It's not infidelity.
No,
No.
it's not
Come on,
infidelity.
he's had a wank.
Mate,
Like if you're a woman out there like who is like, oh, if my fella has a wank, he's cheating. You are setting yourself up for a miserable life.
Yeah, that is. I think when women get upset that a man their partner's looked at porn,
Yeah.
that is mad.
Yeah.
Like, because also women look at porn as well,
Exactly.
and also it's like, what you can't. You might just be watching TV and a sex scene comes on and there's tits bouncing. What are you meant to do?
and I think it's
Yeah.
weird as well when it's like, oh, you thought that other girl was attractive. It's like, no, I didn't. No, I did. It's like, yes, you did. Because being in a relationship doesn't mean that you stop finding people attractive.
It's like, yes, I found her more attractive, and if I had a chance, I would leave you for her. What is your problem? But she is too good for me, so you'll do.
She's much younger and more attractive than you because you are starting to wane.
It's like walking past Carphone Warehouse and thinking about upgrading.
But then you look at your wage and you go, no, I'll stick with the iPhone 7.
No, women actually love it when men look at other women. So you should subscribe.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. That's what they
Yeah.
love. Yeah.
Yeah.
Halderson claimed the father was still married to his daughter's mother and that she remains unaware of the incident.
There you go.
The mother, really. Right. Following a period of counselling with both the father and daughter,
There we go.
she assured that both are now doing much better, concluding they have almost got a closer relationship after this.
Whoa!
Oh no!
See, first like mistake, you go, oh shit, I shouldn't have seen that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to counselling. He should not have mentioned this to his daughter.
Oh yeah. If I had
Yeah.
a daughter, there is absolutely zero chance in hell that I would take her to a therapist and go, I've been having many wanks.
No,
over
but
you
like you don't
by
know how
accident."
they found out that they were father and daughter. Maybe she realised. There's like you don't know how this has come to light once they've got into that situation. They
Yeah,
don't
maybe
know
she's
who's
seen
worked
his
it out.
email address.
Exactly, something like that. Like there's some way that they've both figured it out.
Yeah.
I think,
Don't they have email addresses when they sign up to OnlyFans?
Yeah,
Can't you
yeah.
see the email?
And the name
Yeah, but
and
you
stuff.
just use like
Just a
big
burner
dick
account.
69,
Exactly,
69.
yeah,
Like, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like there must have been some moment where they just twigged, like like that bit in Breaking Bad where he finds the book. It's like that sort of moment where he's just like maybe he's seen a tattoo or something and gone, oh fuck.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think you get over this. Ever.
No.
I think you just, you know what?
Talking about how you get a fetish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a situation where I think I would recommend you do a Rob's dad. And you just leave the family,
Yeah.
get a new family.
If that's what happened to my dad, fair enough, I forgive him, right? If he just accidentally had a wank over a photo of me and didn't realise it was me, and then he's like, you know what, I've got to get out of here because my son is too sexy and I can't control myself, then fair enough, Dad. I respect you for your willpower. Yeah.
Scroll down. Is that a picture?
It's not going to be a picture of the daughter or the
Yeah,
dad.
it's all anonymous.
That's the therapist.
That's the
Oh, is it a therapist?
Yeah. They're not going to put a picture.
Oh, so it's not a bloke.
Yeah,
on
they're not
Reddit
going to name
then.
them, but they are going to show photos.
Yeah, were you just hoping you could judge how fit the daughter was to see if it was okay?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, they're not all fit in Norway, are they? Jesus wept. Right, okay. Well, that's that done. Do we have any amazing features?
We
Tom?
do. We've got Cunt of the Week this week.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Should we play this thing?
No.
This thing.
No.
You'd be sad to know that Dead Funny is no more.
Oh, it was such a bad feature, though.
Dead Funny is dead.
Oh.
We can play this thing, though.
We're done with this thing.
It's time for Cunt of the Week.
Oh, who's it going to be? Spin the wheel. It's Lad Baby. It's Lad Baby again.
It's Lad Baby again. Right, Cunt of the Week. A bit of a change of format this week.
Oh, good.
It's a little bit different.
It needed it
But
because it
why
was bad.
change such a winning formula?
Well,
This-
it's good to freshen things up sometimes.
Kat, I know that you've listened to a few of these episodes.
Yeah.
This has never worked.
Never
in,
once.
In 15 of these, I would say.
I've quite enjoyed listening to Cunt of the Week.
Thank you,
For
Kat.
fuck's sake,
It
Kat.
works every time we have a guest. It's Freddie and Rob that don't like it. It's a fantastic
I
feature.
hope your fucking dad signs up to your OnlyFans.
Too late.
So we're going to change it a little bit. Normally we have 3 stories, as you know. But today, because of...
We didn't get that many sent in.
We did get the many sent in. And we got sent one that's really long.
Right.
So we're going to do one Cunt of the Week.
Okay.
And this one's called Husband v Wife.
Right, I think this one's the cunt of the week.
Yeah. But,
Yeah.
The format is it's husband v wife. So is
Right.
the husband the cunt
Right.
or is the wife a cunt?
Okay.
The wife is the one that sent
So instead of
Wait, they both listen to this podcast.
the wife does, and she's going to show the husband.
so instead of "Am I the asshole" on Reddit,
Yeah.
we've taken that,
We're doing that.
rebranded
Yeah, we're
it,
stealing that, yeah.
called it "Cunt of the Week," but
Yeah.
just had one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
steal stuff.
Every feature on every show is stolen from somewhere.
Okay.
There's no original features. Like
Right,
Yeah.
but, we don't go to the bother of, like, hiding it or masking it.
Well,
or
I
making
was
it-
trying to hide it, and then you brought it up.
Right, well, it was very obvious, though, wasn't it, Tom?
Well, every feature's obvious.
Okay, come on.
This is just basically
Every feature's
all
obvious.
our features are basically half a word.
Have a word with a sprinkling of rape.
yeah.
And have a word is just your mum's house, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you know,
we'll
yeah,
fill it
yeah,
out,
yeah.
yeah.
I think my husband is cunt of the week.
Right.
We've been married for 20 years, and in that time, he's lost a lot of hair, gained many wrinkles, and got grumpy.
Oh my God, this
And I
man
imagine
is-
you have blossomed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine you look loads better than you did 20 years ago.
Yeah, because
More of that later.
if anything, women age worse, don't they? What?
Well, we will
I
find
don't think
this
that's
out later.
controversial to say.
One of
I
you.
don't know. I'm 52, and I think I'm pretty damn good.
One of the things that famed misogynist Patrice O'Neill once said, one of his famous quotes is, "Pussy ages like bread, not wine." That is
mean-
one of his quotes, isn't it?
I mean, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Noted sexist tattooed on his leg.
Yeah.
So,
He also said that he also had one joke where he said his missus is 30. He said she's getting old. 30 is retirement age for women.
I just hit 30.
Have you? Shit, you'll be getting your pension soon. Have you just hit? You look good for 30, Kat.
Thanks.
You're very
It's my
welcome.
dad looks like a 12-year-old boy, so that's why
I say. I bet he made shitloads on OnlyFans.
he would. He really would, yeah.
So back to cut of the week. We have 2 children now, 16 and 18.
Oh,
and
funny
all-
names.
Hey.
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 Bloody hell.
Comedy!
I literally saw someone do that joke on stage this weekend. I was just like, come the fuck
Ooh,
on, man.
name and shame.
Nah, like they're too much of a spaz. They'd be sad. I'll tell you off air.
Give me a hint.
They're a shit comedian.
Oh wow, that hasn't narrowed it
Yeah,
down.
it's not narrowed it down at all. No.
We have 2 children now, 16 and 18, and all his parenting has been done from the couch, and he talks more to Bradley Walsh than he does to any of us.
Has he got his number or?
Yeah, it's just like sending him dick pics.
He has set the heating on some app thing that he can control from work and has blocked it from going any higher than 20.5 degrees. It's usually set at 18, and if I turn it up, he turns it down. It's a constant battle between us.
That's the most old man thing ever.
Yeah.
He's not even at the house. Why does he give a flying fuck?
Cost of living, mate. Cost of living.
You can't take away a dad's right to
Fuck
fiddle
with the thermostat. That's all he's
yeah,
got.
that is
This is
it.
all
That's all
life.
they live for. So
Yeah.
you've got to.
20.5 is low, though, I would say.
Oh, I think 20.5 is high. I'd say 21 is the highest I have mine.
That's insane.
That's stupid.
I say 20.5 is pretty perfect. So right now I'm on his side.
I'm a fucking 22, man. Maybe even a 22.5.
Maybe if
I'll
he's...
treat myself to a 23 on occasion. Mate, I'm living out here.
It's too hot, that.
Sorry that I'm balling out.
To be fair, though, before I did this, I used to whack it up to 26 degrees to dry clothes, then open the windows to cool the house down
Oh.
before he got
Oh,
home.
Right,
you're an
oh my
arsehole.
God,
You're an arsehole.
no,
Immediately.
she's,
You're a
she's
monster.
cunt.
Immediately,
monster.
she's a knobber. What the fuck are you on
Oh,
about?
it got too hot because I turned the heating up, so I had to open the windows. You fucking moron.
Also, 26 degrees is summer.
Yeah.
26. If you went on holiday and it was
Yeah.
26
That's Portugal in
No,
like
that is
autumn.
insane. My dad would disown me
That is
if I did
fucking
something like
crazy.
that.
That's
Yeah.
too hot. But it's
That
you
is
trying
like-
to dry the clothes.
You might as well just go throw a petrol bomb at the fucking Amazon rainforest. What are you doing there?
It's actually cheaper to just go to a laundrette, I
Yeah.
imagine.
Buy a
and just-
tumble dryer.
Yeah.
Well, when I was pregnant, I wanted a tumble dryer.
Whoa.
This
I mean,
goes
whoa.
both ways.
I
a
mean,
lot.
don't get me wrong. Most women just want a healthy child.
How big is a fanny?
I'm sorry. It's a Bosch.
Yeah. Oh, it's not kicking. That's a spin cycle.
In a gender reveal party, and it pops in and a tumble dryer falls out.
It's just full of dryer sheets.
It's a manual. It's an instruction manual. They pop a balloon. And... Oh,
When I was pregnant, I wanted a tumble dryer. We saw a documentary on with some woman with 14 kids who was pegging washing on the line. He said, she's got 14
She had a strap on. Fucking a washing.
He said, she's got 14 children and manages without a tumble dryer. You're only going to have one, so you'll be fine. 19 years later, I've still not got one, and now I can't even get the radiators hot to help me out.
Peg
So
your
she's
washing
just
out.
wandering around with soggy clothes all the time because she can't figure this shit out.
Peg your washing out. Also, as
Well,
well,
it says it rains in England a lot, though.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Also-
not a good winter strategy.
Yeah.
I have recently got a washer dryer. It's fucking class. They are fucking.
What a boat!
Wow, what a recommendation.
They are so good.
You are living, man. What a fucking
I
lifestyle.
have electricity
Yeah.
in my flat, and
Yeah.
it has changed my life.
Honestly,
Yeah.
well, I recently.
Boring old cunt.
I
You fucking tedious prick. Look how excited. You've never been this excited about anything.
So put it this way: this is the first time I've ever had a dishwasher.
yeah.
Yeah.
I only had a dishwasher for the first time 2 years ago. It does change your life.
Oh yeah,
Dishwasher
it's
is
insane.
great, yeah.
But I've always in the past been like, I'm not having a dishwasher. I don't fucking need 350. Oh, no. And then now it's amazing.
Your life is basically a constant battle between laziness and tightness.
Yeah.
And how lazy are you to justify
Yeah.
the price, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, massively.
Yeah.
Massively. I am weirdly lazy, but also quite a penny pincher.
Yeah. Thrifty.
Thrifty. Yeah.
Just a miserable cunt.
Yeah, but honestly, a washer dryer is great.
Cool.
You know what I got recently? It's great. Is a like a mini oven, right? Because when you want to just cook a small amount of food, you don't have to like put on the whole, like a whole big oven, and it uses a lot of electricity. So if you have just the little oven,
Okay.
God, this is bleak.
Yeah.
You're making
Are you talking about a microwave?
Are,
no,
are you making dinner
they're
in an
called a
easy
toaster
bake oven?
would you not have got an air fryer? Is that not?
I refuse to get on the air fryer when everyone's jumping on something. I don't like to get on board because I'm edgy. So
You're pretty edgy.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
You know.
Whoa, my food won't be crispy.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, I've got a.
A different
A
type
small,
of air fryer.
A small oven.
Yeah, I want a small oven.
Which is very different to an air fryer.
I'm a small lady, so I need a small oven with a tiny pussy. So, you know,
What do you put in your tiny oven?
like
Thank God he said oven.
vegan nuggets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quad
Yeah.
nugs are banging, to be fair. The quad crispy nugs are fucking tip
Yeah.
top.
Good.
So yeah.
Good segue. I like that though. I like a small oven. I could get on board with that. I've got an
Yeah.
air fryer.
Could
at the
you?
You couldn't. You'd be constantly putting food in it.
I'd be trying to jam a whole turkey into it.
You just saved all this time with a washer dryer, and now you're constantly going back into the oven.
I actually, fun story, last week I bought a whole chicken for myself, cooked it, and then ate a tiny bit of chicken and threw the rest away.
Why did you throw the chicken away?
So I thought I could live off chicken for 3 or 4 days. And I just didn't want chicken for 3 or 4 days.
Did you try and plant it to grow new chicken?
What a great story.
Did you throw it away
It's
immediately?
What a
almost
great
as good as my
anecdote.
oven story.
Guys, keep these zingers coming. Guys, if you're enjoying this, get on our Patreon for more hot content such as, I thought I would want chicken, but I didn't.
I didn't throw it away immediately. It stayed in the fridge for a while and then.
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
so
good
right,
bit.
you didn't eat a chicken.
But the
for your-
amount
yeah,
of chicken
yeah.
that was thrown, I felt.
And got a washer dryer, so, you know.
Yeah,
oof.
yeah, yeah.
I
What a
felt
lifestyle. Can you go back to drinking? Because, like, honestly, this is boring the fuck out
I
of me.
fucking wish.
Like,
I
just
fuck-
die, because this is terrible.
Well, fun story. I've not taken my pills today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're making me dizzy. So,
Right. So you think you might make yourself dead instead?
Yeah,
What pills are they?
So
Ease.
the ones that are making me dizzy, I imagine, are the beta blockers, the blood thinners. So,
Oh, my uncle took them, and he said
is this the same uncle that?
a
watched-
different one.
I had to have alpha
But-
blockers.
But they make you not feel adrenaline, right? So
What,
he was
beta
like,
blockers?
yeah. So he was like, if I were to, he was like, I'm so calm that if someone was to stab me right now, I'd do nothing, but I'd feel every single centimetre of the knife going in.
That's crazy because Freddie doesn't really get that anyway. Because like, even when he does stand up, he's like emotionless. So like that's normally gives people like a load of adrenaline.
Yeah.
So I can't believe they're giving you drugs that make you more emotionally flat.
Well, it's to stop my heart beating, right?
Right.
So
Do they also
stop
increase your
increasing the
appetite?
fat.
Do they make you more gay?
So,
'Cause he's gay.
in case anyone cares, I'm on Ramipril. I am on bisoprolol. I'm on spironolactone, which is a diuretic, and then I'm on thiamine as well for my liver. because
Tell us
of
the
all
Jesus
this.
chicken story
Christ.
again.
Yeah, fuck me.
But they want to put me on another one as well to try and stop
They put you a fucking arsenic.
stop the degradation of my heart disease. There's another one where they're like, I think you
You've
might
got
need to-
degrading heart disease. I've got
Yeah,
heart
yeah,
disease,
yeah.
you dirty little bitch.
So yeah, they want to put me on another one where they're like, look, we are like, circling the drain here, so let's just
Brilliant.
pop you on another
Haven't
one.
Did they
we
use
all
the
got-
phrase circling the drain? Because that's not great.
Haven't we all got degradation disease? Because we're all degrading. You know,
Yeah, I think there's
one day
degrees
at a
of it.
time.
Like,
Right,
yeah. I don't think you understand quite how fucked he is. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah. If it was a house, you wouldn't get a mortgage on him.
Right.
Yeah.
And lots of Japanese knotweed everywhere.
Yeah. A lot of rising damp.
Yeah, you get your...
Structurally unsound. You know, it's not passing the survey. Gonna need to find a cash buyer.
Right, can we continue with the story of this
He's very
horrible woman?
fat.
He's very gay.
Very gay, fat gay man. That's who
gay
he
man,
is.
yeah,
Yeah.
In the last few years, I've put on weight, about 4 stone since we got married, but my friends still reckon he's punchy.
Are
Oh,
these friends
yeah.
women? Are these
Yeah,
friends women?
that's what-
You cannot
Yeah,
judge based
yeah.
on what female.
No, I would-
You're beautiful.
I would, if my friend if she was punching, I would never tell her that. I would say,
Yeah.
"Oh, he's punching."
Yeah.
yeah,
You
yeah.
got it.
yeah, yeah.
You always do that. Like when you're doing stand up as well, you never go to like a woman like in a couple and go,
Yeah.
"Fucking hell, he's well fitter than you," because she'll
Yeah.
cry. But you do it the other way around, and everyone's like, "Well," because the guy's like proud of himself, and everyone's like, "Well, it's a nice way." It's like this is you can't judge on what
Women's friendships are based off supporting one another.
they are polar opposite to men and women in our friendship groups. Women's are like, "You're so beautiful, you're the best. Oh my god, you're amazing. My god, you are gorgeous." Whereas male friendship is, "You're a fat, stupid mong.
Yeah.
Sort your shit out."
Haha, you've got cancer.
If honestly, if I got a text from a bloke that I knew that said, "I just wanted to let you know, I think you're amazing, you're great, you're doing really well,"
Yeah.
I'd be like, "You gay?"
Yeah.
Like,
Or
If
does
I-
he hate me?
Yeah.
Imagine, right, if you put like a picture of you in a new outfit on Instagram, and I went, "Oh my god, you look amazing."
Slay.
You would, yeah.
The fire emoji.
I think,
yes,
Yeah.
queen.
you would never wear that again, would you?
No, I'd burn
You
it.
would assume that I was cutting you off.
Burn it.
Yeah,
I know
exactly.
that you really like this look because you called me a.
Yes, I love it. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. I love that Soviet Russian prison chic.
The best bit about this is Freddie can't take the piss out of Rob's clothes because they're our sponsor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're literally being paid to say that my clothes are great. So,
Wow, love your t-shirt.
thank you. It's Fradame.
Tell you what, you look pretty hydrated. What are you drinking?
Dead men talking juice.
Slave cum.
Yeah. Pay us.
Slave cum.
We could start calling it liquid cum again. We start doing that.
Yeah, we had a lovely bit of dead men talking liquid cum. There we go. And until they actually pay us, that's what it'll be called.
Let's have a look at the pictures. Let's see who's punching.
Yeah,
Well,
I
she's
need
saying
to
I look
see
younger
this.
than him. I'll attach a photo for your opinion.
Oh, this is fantastic that we get to
I'll
actually
be
judge.
totally honest.
This is
I'm going to
great.
be 100% honest.
Yeah, we'll be straight down the line.
So the first one I think is of them getting married.
Right.
So this is them getting married 20 years ago.
Ooh.
I mean,
Oh,
she
he's
is younger than him.
Yeah.
How much younger is she?
He looks like he's giving her away.
That
at
looks
this
like the
wedding.
father and daughter from the
Yeah.
previous article.
He looks like a DCI, like a fucking detective constable.
That's what I thought. He looks like he's on the bill.
He does look like he's got a real
Also-
Bill vibe, and she looks like she's in EastEnders in
Mate,
the new like Troublesome Family.
She looks like she's been photoshopped in.
Yeah.
Look at it. Look how lighter
Yeah.
she is compared to him.
All right, so even with several stone on that, she's still going to be doing better.
Let's have a look.
But I would say she's definitely the face.
have a
of
look.
this.
Currently,
Well, let's
Yeah.
Currently.
right there in image one.
Currently 20 years.
I'm
ago.
telling you now, age hits women worse.
Okay, look, I would say they've evened out, but she's still
Dave,
ahead.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what this is. It's gone from 3-0 back to 3-2, maybe
Yeah, it's been a-
3-1 and a
There's
penalty.
been a consolation goal scored.
Yeah.
But like there's still it's still a comfortable day out. you
Yeah,
know?
he's still punching.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, they look a lot sadder.
But they're
don't
both
they?
punching very softly, is what I'd say. It's very much like an exhibition fight when like two retired fighters. That's the level of punching you get in here.
They do look sadder. They look an awful
Yeah, they look
lot-
sadder 20 years after a marriage than on their wedding day. Yeah.
Go on, carry on
going.
with
We've got
this.
one more photo, have we?
Okay, so I mean,
He looks better when he smiles.
He
he?
does look a lot older than her.
Yeah.
He
Her
looks
friends are right. He does look a lot older.
He does look a lot. I think he.
But I
is
think he is a lot older. I think that's
Yeah.
why.
I think he's like 10 years older.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is she married him when he was 10 years older. Like, she
Yeah.
must have known that this was coming.
No, maybe she just thought she could catch up. If I really put work into aging.
She's not awful. Like, I mean, I would say.
She's not. That is everything every woman wants to hear.
That is
You're
it,
not awful.
Yeah, from
you know.
this hunk of a man as well.
I mean, she's been married 20 years, so she's 40. I think she looks good for 40.
She looks 40 for 40.
Do you reckon? I think she looks 30.
Well, she looks like an ESPN documentary. That's an incredibly niche reference.
I think she looks good for someone who's been married 20 years. Most people who've been married 20 years let themselves go a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still punching, I'd say.
I'll tell you what, I have never seen two people fit in with a background as much in my life. Do you know what I mean? Like, they are exactly the sort of people that look like they would be in that place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Right.
Uh,
Let's read the rest of the story.
Let's read the rest of the story. Anyway, he is constantly critical. Once I was naked and he said to my son, "Don't worry, mate, not all women look like your mum."
Wow.
What context are we in? Where we're sat naked with our husband and son at the same time. What are you doing?
Maybe she was on OnlyFans and he didn't realise.
What are you? It's just at what point are you going to your son? Hey lad, look at your mum's tits, aren't they shit? Like Why are you in this situation where you're all just like hanging out? Maybe like the one
Well,
of
they
those.
live in the same house. You're just going for a shower or
Yeah, it's
whatever.
one of those. Like I've never grown up in like a naked house. I've never been like that. I've never been like like I find that weird when people are just like naked with their family around the house. Like some people are just like that, innit?
Yeah.
And I think it's fucking heathen behaviour. Just pop some fucking pants on.
Yeah, it's bizarre. It's
some
absolutely
pants
Yeah,
bizarre.
like huggy families as well. They're weird.
Families who hug each other.
Yeah.
Okay, I think there's a difference. I think hugging your family nice, but not with
Yeah.
the bollocks out.
Yeah, hugging
Yeah.
naked is
I
definitely
think
one.
I think we've just found out why you got into OnlyFans.
Families who spend time together. Ugh.
Yeah, no.
Do you not like a hug?
No, not. I'm just like very sort of. No, I
I
feel
feel
like
really-
my family are kind of a bit awkward, sort of middle class, sort of poised, like, "Ooh, no, we're not going to hug each other. Kind of
I
that
feel-
vibes, you know.
I feel really bad because the first thing I did was hug you when we saw each other.
Yeah, and I threw up in my mouth.
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
you?
That will
Yeah.
happen. Yeah, I apologise for
Yeah.
that. On behalf of the podcast, we shouldn't let Freddie near women.
No, it almost made me cry.
Oh, did
to feel
it?
the human touch again. Yeah.
Come here.
No.
Back to the wife.
Yeah.
It's constant criticism. When I point out he's changed more than me, he says he can't help it. His is genetic, but I can. I've let myself go.
I mean, both can be true.
Yeah.
Like it can be also genetic, and you've both let yourself go.
Yeah. When I want
He
to...
could go to Turkey and sort that fucking tuft out on the top.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
So
yeah.
what?
He's got Grandpa Simpson's haircut. He needs to sort that shit out.
When I wanted a second baby, he was reluctant. So I said, if you let me have another, I'll never ask for anything again.
Yeah, but he saw what the first one did. it's like fuck that. I can't risk fucking doubling down and losing this again. I'm married to a fucking troll.
That was 17 years ago. Yet whenever I now try to make a demand of him, he repeats that conversation and holds it against me. I wouldn't mind, but he likes our second child much more than our first, and he's really rather pleased we had her.
So wait a minute. So you asked for a second child.
Yeah.
He had one because you went, I'll never ask for anything again. He had one, and then now you're asking for other stuff, and he's going, well, you said.
Yeah, but he's a dumb cunt if he thinks that's an actual deal.
I don't know.
Has he never met a woman?
Yeah.
If he
he's
got
that
it,
is a stupid
if
man.
he got it
Yeah.
written down in a contract, I'm signing with him.
Right. So is that how you deal with your relationship? Is it a series of legally binding contracts?
Yeah.
That's how you
You
deal with your
do
missus.
consent to this, right?
Yeah. Just
you
every
can't-
time she's got a sign.
You fucking love that with your little soy boys, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Shagging and be like, is it all right? Do we consensually
May I
agree?
kiss your nipple, please?
Would it be all right if we change positions? If you accept, say, I accept loudly. Thank you so much.
Can I sit on your lap, mummy?
Oh, God. That did something for me.
He went on a lad's holiday to Prague with my brother-in-law and went to see strippers. When I asked what it was like, he said it was a really classy place. But when I spoke to my sister, her husband said it was the seediest place he'd ever visited.
Yeah, it's a strip club in Prague.
Yeah.
Like-
Isn't it? Yeah.
It's not going to be a palace.
Yeah.
More
Oh, this is-
champagne, sir.
What a high-class strip club this is in Eastern Europe.
Central Europe,
Yeah,
actually.
central.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, just thought we'd have to just let him know.
I mean, it basically, culturally, I would argue, it would fall within the diaspora
Oh.
of Eastern Europe.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What cultural differences
What
are there between Eastern
That's very
and Central?
Soviet imperialist of you.
Yes, I'm a
actually,
Soviet
to-
imperialist, like, openly. So,
Famously.
yeah.
Yeah. This is the number one Soviet podcast. in
I
the
feel-
UK,
Russia.
yeah.
I feel like you went to private school, Kat. Did you go to
No,
private
I went to
school?
state school actually.
Did
yeah.
you? I feel like you're quite clever.
I have a PhD,
Did you? In what?
social policy.
Right.
Oh, so a pointless one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm doing OnlyFans. I have a BA, an MA, a PhD, and I still get my hole out on the internet.
so what, what actually?
Don't
what,
go to uni, kids.
Yeah.
What a waste of fucking time.
what actually is social policy? What we talking
What do
about?
you mean?
Well, I want her to explain it so I know better.
Well, I won't go into great detail because then I don't want people to Google what my PhD is in, then find my
Okay.
identity,
Okay.
and then send pictures of my family to my
Okay. So
institution.
don't go into great. I didn't know that was a thing. But
Yeah.
don't go into great detail.
So like just the policy of the social.
Yeah.
Some would say.
Yeah.
so
Social
that's
policy.
so that's how you
I mean,
explain
it's one of those
social-
things where it's like,
I can
what do you-
lecture you about the ills of capitalism and how it affects.
Oh, you two are fucking made for each other. Fuck me, you two are going to be dread. You two would fucking This is perfect.
Yeah.
This is who you should both be with.
All right, I'll call me Mrs. I've met a vegan.
I met a communist.
Yeah, I've met a vegan with a slightly similar political outlook, so I'm afraid you're dumped.
Yeah, that works, doesn't
Right.
it?
Yeah, basically.
I've
yeah.
upgraded.
Or sometimes men and women can be friends.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah,
we can
can
be
just hang
best
out.
friends,
Yeah, we can just
actually.
be pals. Like,
Yeah.
We'll do that.
You two
Yeah.
will never speak again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'll
absolutely
never,
not.
You'll never
Absolutely
speak
not.
again after this. So don't give me all this when Harry met Sally, men and women can be friends bullshit.
No,
Don't pretend like you'll talk to each other because you fucking won't.
I assume if we're to have a future conversation, I will have to subscribe. Right, let's finish this.
Unblock fee.
So he went on a lad's holiday to Prague.
So he's been to Prague, he's in the classy place, but it turns
Yeah.
out it's not very classy.
Also, as well, fucking grasses.
Yeah.
A stag do. What happens on a stag do stays on a stag
That
do.
is sacred.
The fuck do you think you are? Like
Yeah.
recording stuff and sticking it on your Instagram stories and stuff like that. It's fucking
It's
private.
outrageous.
Well, there's more grassing to come.
Yeah.
One of their mates attempted to lick a girl's fanny when she was dancing for him, and they didn't even attempt to throw him out.
This sounds like a brilliant
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Like, what a time. Can we get more details? Because we need a new special. Prague's quite cheap.
But
Prague would be a good
And
spot.
I love licking fannies. So
When I went to Prague, I saw a man wanking in the metro and a guy taking a poop in the metro. So
Same
that
guy?
was- No, two different guys.
Oh,
Actually,
right, that's
yeah.
cool.
Men
That'd
of culture over
Are
there.
you sure you're in the metro?
Yes.
Why am I not going anywhere?
Why am I in this dungeon?
Anyway, that's my evidence. There's loads more, but I'm going to have to go and get blowing on my washing so it dries before he gets home and calls me fat. So,
Imagine you walk in, imagine you walk home, and you get in the house and you see your wife blowing on the washer. You go fat. You just go and sit down, and she's
It's this
looks up. How about fat? Yeah.
stories like this always like what I always think when I see stuff like this is, you know, when incels are like, women's standards are too high and like that's the way I can't get laid. Women will accept
Yeah,
so
yeah,
little.
fucking hell.
She can't get a tumble dryer or for her husband not to call her fat. Her husband, who is much older and uglier than her, comes home every day and goes, dry the washing yourself, you fat bitch. And he's still got someone. How fucked are you if you're a virgin?
I'm going to say this to you, right? You hold all the cards here. Because if you turn around to him and say, I want a divorce, you are at the age where she could get secondary dick.
Oh, no,
Do you know what I
No,
mean?
it's easier for men after a
No, bullshit.
After a divorce,
Bullshit.
I've only ever like my dad's the same. When my parents divorced, he was immediately in another relationship right after. My
Yeah, but
mum's
was
still
it
a
good?
spinster. No, because men will.
The women get
will take
happy. Women are
anyone.
fine after divorces. Women always get like a happy life. They sort themselves
Yeah.
out, and men go weird. They get desperate. It goes fucked
and
up.
they'll
But
accept
question,
anyone.
Kat, are your parents roughly the same age?
He's 7 years older.
Ish, ish, yeah.
Okay, okay.
But like, I
'Cause
think, because what I think will happen is she'll leave him and go to like loads of Zumba and Pilates and that, and get a spike bod and get like fit.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
that
yeah,
thing
yeah.
when you break up, like, and you're like, I'm going to improve myself loads. Like, she'll get that drive.
Or
She'll
get
end
a
up like,
husband from Tunisia or something.
yeah, like he's
Yeah,
not,
yeah, yeah.
he's not upgrading. Whereas
Hey, but
she
you
probably
tumble
could.
dryer.
She's the only one in that relationship who can probably do better. I think he would very quickly realise that he's fucked. Were you to?
Yeah.
And I think maybe there's some negging going on to try and keep you in place. It's like, you're fat, so stay there and blow on the
Yeah.
washing.
so is our advice? I mean, we don't need to give advice. Is our advice to get divorced?
My advice to her is my advice to her is buy your own fucking tumble dryer. They're like 150 quid. Like go on Facebook Marketplace, get one 50 quid. Just buy one.
Yeah, they're not even
Just buy
expensive.
your own tumble dryer. Why are you waiting for him to buy you a tumble dryer?
I will say
Pathetic.
also,
Maybe she doesn't work.
Get a job then, you lazy bitch.
I do kind of feel like this might be the case that she doesn't work because he that might be why he's so sort of obsessive with the money and
And,
stuff.
And obsessed with the heat and stuff. He's paying for it.
Yeah.
So he's like,
and tumble
And she probably
drying
works some
degrades
weight off.
clothes.
What, sorry?
Tumble drying clothes
Yeah.
ruins their quality over time.
Yeah,
So
maybe
you-
he's
you
just
should
really
air
respectful
dry.
of cotton.
Yeah.
maybe it's because she's so
Exactly.
fat, he doesn't want him to shrink.
Yeah.
God, that look even worse tight on you.
How big a tumble dryer are we gonna have to get?
So basically, who's the cunt in this? Who's the cunt?
I think they both are. This is really bleak
Yeah.
and sad.
Yeah, I think they're.
This is what I think a lot of marriages are. It's two people
Grim acceptance.
Two people who stopped loving each other ages ago that are just financially tied to each other, and they're like, oh, do you know what? Another day of this bleak, monotonous sadness is preferable to the unpredictable change of actually changing my life, and it might be better.
Yeah.
That's what most marriages are.
Wow, that's profound. Yeah.
Keep it light, mate.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm on 5 different types of medication.
Go back to talking about your fucking washer dryer. Jesus.
Yeah, at least I've got one, you fat bitch.
I would like to hear his side. of
Yeah,
this
I would
story.
like to hear his side of the story
If
as well.
he can write in.
I'd
with
love it if his
side
side
of
was just in, look, she's really fat. That's my
Did she
side.
send you the pictures, did she?
Christ. I'd buy her a tumble dryer, but she's eating me out of house and home.
I'm telling you this much. These two haven't fucked in years.
No.
Yeah.
They've
yeah.
not fucked in years.
Yeah, he's in the living room wanking over Bradley Walsh by the sound of it.
Who isn't though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got two. How old are the two kids again?
16 and
16
18.
and 18.
Yeah, they're gonna be fine if you get a divorce. It's not gonna fuck them up that
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Like I can understand staying together for the kids when the kids are like 4 or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, oh,
I think if it's not working then, I think get divorced then.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
then you're fucking them up more.
Exactly. 'Cause
Yeah,
then
but
they
you
just
would
grow up in this bitter,
you would say
resentful
that
house.
because you got 3 dads.
Yeah, and it was well better.
Yeah, careful what you wish for. Sometimes you end up with no dads.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that was the situation that happened for me.
I think you're just such a shit son that no one wanted to be a stepdad to you, whereas I was like, I'm going to be a stepdad to him. He's class.
I just think your mum's a massive slag. I think that's what's gone on there.
So is yours. We've already established this.
Like, no stepdads.
Rob's-
Loads of stepdads for
Rob's
you.
mum is very submissive.
Right.
That's the thing.
She
That's
play-
what they've decided.
Rob's mum plays the field, whereas my mum likes to settle down and gets married. So
What, repeatedly, over and over again?
twice.
You've got so many dads.
She got married twice.
I think my mum's asexual. She just
Yeah.
doesn't.
And B, fat. It's a
Employs Gary Delaney.
I
for
know.
that.
I was literally going to credit Gary's joke. It's like one of my favourite jokes ever. It's about he goes, some people say Cliff Richard's asexual. I'd also add be gay. It's one of the best jokes.
Well, that's the end of the cunt of the week. That was a success.
Have we even decided?
I think we said both, didn't we?
I think, to be honest, I just think that they should just go their separate ways at this point. It just sounds bleak. and
You've not
shit.
mentioned one good thing. Like that's the thing. You've only given us all the negatives. What's the positive thing about this fucking relationship?
She got,
Well,
it's
it's general
tired
knowledge-
after all that typing.
His general knowledge is really good because he watches so much of The Chase.
But yeah, this is the sort of bleak future that depresses me that I'm scared of. I want to like keep an actively nice relationship with Mrs. so I don't end up like this.
I think it scares her more than you because she's got all the money. Like,
Yeah. Well, I'm gradually leeching it.
In this, you'd be the fat woman who blows on the washing.
Oh, I'm definitely the fat woman. No, but my missus would get me a tumble dryer if I wanted one.
Sorry. You were having a go at me for bragging about having a tumble dryer,
Yeah.
and you bragged that your missus would get you one if you wanted one.
It could be my birthday and my Christmas present.
I'll walk it all the time.
Oh, no. I could get one just when I wanted. Like, it doesn't even have to be a fucking major event. My baby will sort me out.
Oh,
don't
you're
you
ready
worry.
to tumble dryer money,
Oh,
are you?
like, if I go on tonight and I'll be like, babe, I need a tumble dryer, she'll be like, you sit down and choose which one you want.
And that's feminism.
That's feminism.
There you
Exactly.
go.
I am such a good feminist. I let my missus pay for loads
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, they need to go their separate ways.
Or just like, put a bit of effort into your relationship, try and be nice to each other. You know?
Hey.
Maybe treat each other as partners rather than enemies.
She got to have a little bit more self-worth for herself.
Uh-huh.
Like, you're clearly
Even
not
fat
happy.
birds are worth something.
Yeah, you're clearly not happy. Just go and live your life elsewhere. Like, what are you fucking doing?
Yeah.
I bet
Yeah.
you any money. I'm not being horrible here, but if you don't work, which it sounds like you don't, then I kind of side with him a little bit more. Like
I side with them
if-
on the heating thing. That's
Yeah, that
mental.
is absolutely
and it's really
insane.
expensive. And, everything's expensive. Chill the fuck
if
out.
If
You're
you-
not paying for anything, you've kind of got to
Yeah.
be a little bit
like,
like, "Well,
like if you really want a tumble dryer and you really want all these things, and he
get
keeps
a
saying
job. Your kids are 16 and 18.
We're
Get a fucking
assuming
job.
she's not got a job. She
Well,
might have a job.
Yeah,
if she
I'm
has
saying-
a job, then problem solved. Pay for the heating, pay for the tumble dryer. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you haven't got a job, your kids are 16 and 18, you don't need to be at home all day. Get a job.
Yeah.
In fact, if
Father
you,
Christmas?
if you
Freddie, do you need a body double?
see if your local sports centre needs a crash mat, you fat
Maybe
bitch.
I'm a world's strongest man.
Can't have world's smallest vagina. That's taken.
No,
World's fattest vagina. She listens to this.
I know, she's really nice.
Yeah.
He's probably there blowing on her washing, crying. No, honestly, you could get a job in fucking Spa, and within a week you've got enough money for a tumble dryer.
Yeah, like you can earn that in 2 days.
It's such an
Start
easy
an
problem.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, I know. That's not a lucrative career for everyone, I would say. There are some
Well,
people
I
who
don't know.
need to
I
be
made
realistic.
50 quid this month.
Well, there you
so-
fucking go.
There you
yeah.
go.
Top 1%.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, look, right, you know, she's better looking than her husband. She's not top 1%. I think that's not unreasonable to say,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, we've solved that problem, haven't we? I think he's a cunt, but also
I want to hear his side of the story.
Yeah.
You
At the
know?
minute, it's a draw.
Yeah, a bleak draw.
No, I'm edging towards her. Her in extra time.
Okay.
By that, it means he's wanking, but he won't come.
Anything else? Oh, videos. Let's do some videos and then let's wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll have to be quick. We've gone for ages.
Right. Okay. Well,
And we've got a
hurry-
strict time limit.
Hurry up then, Tom.
So before we get to our video section, basically for anyone who's not watched before, at the end of every episode with a guest, we like to have our fans send us in fun videos from their phone. And if you've got a video you'd like to send it on WhatsApp to 07354 188 257. What we're looking for is the worst video that you've ever seen, but there are rules.
There's rules.
There
What
are
the rules?
clear rules.
No animals, no
No.
death, no racism, no kids. But if there's one with all four,
Full house, send
full
it in.
house, get it in.
Yeah. And also the death rule is no deliberate death. If someone falls off something in a funny way, I'll
Kat,
watch
is
that.
there anything that you watch that makes you, makes you gip?
Your own content?
Sometimes. But probably like poop.
Oh, have we got poop?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
Have we got poop?
Oh,
There is also there is a little sick bucket there if you need it. Just that bucket. you chuck
Okay.
the
Is there a
cardboard
poop
outfit.
bucket as well?
I mean, if
What
it,
you're
look,
gonna shit, are you?
I might.
So seeing
bloody
shit
might.
makes you shit.
Yes.
it's like a sympathy thing.
Yeah. I'm a very empathetic individual.
It's like when you see
I'm
someone.
an empath.
It's like when you see someone yawn.
Yeah.
You feel your bumhole go. Ugh. All right, okay, go on. Let's watch
Nice,
this.
easy one. This is a flip.
Oh, I've seen this.
What? Hey!
The guy in the
Yeah,
back
that.
window's the best.
Shit.
He just lies down. The guy at the back.
Yeah, you would. You
He's
need a little
done.
lie down.
He's done.
That's fun.
Uh,
Just a little crash. That's
this
just
one,
a nice
I
little
think,
light one.
this is one of our fans because he sent 2 videos in of the same thing.
Oh,
Okay.
good
I
God.
don't think it was 4.
He really wants to be on.
Yeah, people
this.
making their own ones of these is mental. That's my skull. Hey! Oh my!
Oh, mate!
Fucking hell!
Oh,
my
mate!
fucking god!
I love that. I love that guy.
Oh my god! He is clearly morphined up the bollocks.
Oh!
Oh! Oh my god! What happened? He looks like one of our fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
he does.
all of our fans look like. That dude.
Yeah, just like Scroobius Pit with cancer.
Yeah.
That's-
Well,
Jesus Christ! Did he put any explanation of what had happened?
no, I just sent those videos.
Just his skull was out. Right. Fuck me.
Here's a guy at a party with a toaster
And a knife?
no.
Classic.
What happens next?
He makes some toast and butters it.
Look at this toxic masculinity.
I mean, what happened? I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what I love that. Like that's one of the very few things I miss about drinking is those bits where just you all get a bad idea and then just see it the fuck through. Like I love the that is male friendship there. Everyone going, don't be a bitch, you fucking pussy, and just shouting at him until he seriously injures himself.
Wow.
Right,
that's
yeah.
wild.
That's male friendship.
That's
you know?
absolutely fucking brutal, isn't it? But it was so obvious.
But
what
then,
was
like,
gonna
but stuff like that. Like, one of my mates once tried to get me to smash a glass bottle over his head, like a beer bottle at a party. He's like, smash a beer bottle over my head. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go full whack. You know, I've really got to go at it. And he's like, cool. And he tenses up, stands like that. And I just went, bonk. And he was quite concussed.
And did it smash?
No, then we tried again. It didn't smash either.
Oh my
happen?
god.
Okay, we got any others here? You going for
Damn.
If it had a smashed, it could have been much, much worse.
We going on a little random mission here, Tom? What we
Yeah,
doing?
I'm trying to find.
Oh, yeah. Don't eat that.
I'm trying to find. Don't eat that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'd get the bucket ready.
Yeah, like maybe be handy with that because you are gonna shit.
okay.
Do this
Forward to
little pause
this,
out,
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't look forward to it.
Jesus.
We'll turn that
No,
volume
no,
down,
no,
Sam.
don't do that.
Just-
Don't do that.
Just a little scoop.
Just
Scoop out of a Portaloo.
Don't do that. Why do that?
Yep, it's just a little scoop.
Why
And
do
I really
that?
like how he's got his latex gloves on.
It's going in.
It's going in. Here comes the
Oh.
aeroplane. Ah.
Why do that?
Oh.
Oh, God, it's still on her tongue. He's not let her swallow it.
Oh. Mucky pup.
Are you all right?
Yeah,
Are you okay, Kat?
yeah.
Oh, gosh. It's all around her mouth and everything.
Oh
I
my
know,
god.
That's the worst thing. Get her a bib. Oh.
Yeah. I bet your pussy little soy boys won't show you this.
Have you enjoyed yourself, Kat?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good.
Can you plug some stuff? Where can people find you? Where can people subscribe?
Well, I have a podcast, right? So it is the longest running podcast in the world and the #1 podcast in the Philippines. So go
is
see
it
it.
the #1 podcast in the Philippines?
No, I just said that one day.
Oh, right,
Stop.
okay.
Yeah, that's great.
But yeah. So yeah, go find me there. The Kat Baker Show with a K. And then if you would rather I didn't talk and just see me shut up and bend over, then you can also go find my OnlyFans.
God, what a woman.
Cat.baker,
Instagram?
Cat Who Baker,
Nice.
TikTok Cat One Baker.
It's been lovely to have you, Kat. Thank you
Right,
so much.
genuine pleasure. Thanks for coming.
Oh,
in,
thank
mate.
you for having me.
We are going to go away and record a Patreon. It's an extra episode just on our Patreon channel every single week. And it gets even worse than this, if you could so imagine. So if you want to be part of that, then you can head over to patreon.com/deadmentalking and sign up for £3 a month.
Dead Men Talk Pod. That's
Sorry, Dead Men Talk Pod. Patreon.com/Dead
right.
Men Talk Pod. We are so confident you'll like it. There's a free trial for 7 days. There's extra specials on there. You get access to the dark room so you can see all the videos. You get early access for any sort of events. There's loads and loads and loads of great stuff on there.
And
you
you'll
help-
find out which kitchen appliances Freddie enjoys.
and you'll help support the podcast as well. So chuck us £3 because without you, this podcast wouldn't happen. Other than that, thanks for listening and go and fuck yourselves.
Talk.